Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of A Game Designer Plays here in the lab, where I will be your politics-free entertainment for this evening if you're in North America. Well, America. Canada shouldn't care. No, Canada should care and interfere. I'm your host, CareLevelZero, and tonight we are continuing our playthrough of Metaphor as we round up to leave Brilhaven. I believe we've completed all of our major goals there. To the best of my knowledge, they've issued the next thing we have to do. It's clearly horribly rigged in favor of the church, which means we're just going to have to, burn them to the ground. But I think we've wanted to do that for quite a long time now anyways, so it'll be fine. But I do have a couple of bits of news before we get rolling. One, I have temporarily closed all Discord access in light of, well, what it is in America right now and other recent events. We'll reopen that in like a week or so. We'll see. Two. Oh yeah, right. I want to say congratulations to Heractyl, Iron Reaper, and American Idiot for being the first 3 people to tag the paid membership stuff over on the YouTube side. I got it set up over the weekend. It's much like starting out on Twitch. I have a few emote slots, so I filled them with some of our old classics. I think I only got to put in like 4. But on the bright side, membership over there only cost like 99 cents. It was the lowest it would let me set at, so dropped it way, way, way down to the barest minimum it would let me. It's also the only tier. I just want people to be able to have goddamn emotes over there. Get a little bit closer to having parity with the Twitch side. In other news for congratulations, congrats go to Weslefon for winning the raffle this weekend for that PSN key of Metaphor. So, big round of applause to Weslefon. One more person who gets to enjoy that particular gem of a game, and will probably still finish it before I will. I feel like I'm getting through the game a little bit too slowly, which is why we come to the other news. This weekend's schedule. That's right, this weekend's schedule. Metaphor Marathon, the 2. So, same rules as last time. I will start at noon, and we'll just aim to go 24 hours. So it'll be, the equivalent of roughly 6 additional streams of Metaphor crammed into my weekend. But god damn it, we will make progress one way or another. One way or another. No sleep weekend. Fortunately, it is a long weekend. I have the Monday off, which is great, because if it's anything like the last marathon, I can go for 24 hours, sleep for 4 hours, and then get up and have the rest of my day anyways. And then I'll still have Monday off, so it'll be fine. I've only scheduled us for like 36 hours of Metaphor this week, an entire regular work week worth of additional Metaphor. But hey, this way we don't interrupt P3R on Friday either. Otherwise, I was going to wind up trying to take Friday off and rolling right through that. But nah, we'll make this work instead. It'll be fine. Which brings me to the last couple of bits of news. One, we will be testing a PS5 Pro out later this week. We'll see how that does. And 2, at the end of this week, I am going to be closing out my Twitter account in a more permanent fashion. Which is to say it will no longer be receiving any schedule updates or go lives or anything at all whatsoever. It's a bot-infested wasteland and really is not worth my time. So I'm going to reduce it to an RSS feed to monitor a couple of key companies and how they're giving away their keys for various things to keep on top of the business. And otherwise, I will not be there at all. I will be in a couple of other places, which I'm pretty sure... Actually, I should check that. If they're not already in my social command stuff, they will be. Oh, good. They are. I'll just cut the Twitter side out of that and leave the other ones in because they're still accurate. Yes. Yeah. As of November 15th, change terms of service for Twitter means they'll feed basically everything you have and do into their AI soup bot bullshit. And since I have art and things like that up, and I have over 50,000 posts over 12 years, I've decided it's not worth trying to comb through to remove it all. I'm just going to nuke it from orbit instead. It's the only way to be sure. So, after that, I will be found exclusively in other places. with, obviously, Discord being first and foremost among them, but I won't post that link because it don't work right now anyways. Yes, God bless Corporal Hicks. And that wonderful, wonderful line that we will quote forever and ever while more and more people don't know what it's from, but they suck anyways. Hey, Reaper, I see you over on the YouTube side with the first sighting of one of the sub badges over there and emotes. Happy day. That is awesome. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I think that covers everything. As it turned out, he was going to give it to X. Yep. Ain't that the truth? So we'll just, be rid of it and move on with things, and that'll be fine. Besides, I honestly like Blue Sky and Mastodon pretty reasonably, so... And most of what I do is in Discord anyways. So I figure at this point, Twitter, no big loss. Seriously, like, it's 90% bot activity these days. Oh, I suppose there was one other thing. I left it on this to remind me. If you missed last Friday's virtual couch, I highly advise, in spite of the fact that it's labeled as Persona 3 Reload, that you check maybe the last 90 minutes of it, at which point we impromptu switched over to original Ereshka with Johnny providing on-the-fly Waffles translations. And yeah, we got to actually take a look at that for a little bit. Finally, after all this time. Sorry, it was very impromptu. Didn't arrange anything, and it wasn't even my suggestion, it was his. So it just kind of came out of nowhere. And yeah, OG Ereshka happened, at least for a short while. It was great, because with everything in Japanese, and I still know how to read enough that I was able to get us the Waffle clan, headed by Johnny, with his, well, I guess her in this case, brother, Imo. Because believe me, he looked the part. It was short, but I gotta tell you, fucking adorable. Pre-Kochin, Taishoten Hirako was your adjutant, and I was unprepared for how cute they actually made her. Like, I think physical injuries resulted in surprise. And Vamp, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the membership on the YouTube side. Apparently, I will need to set up my alerts for over there as well. She was way too cute. She was so cute! I was unprepared. Because she's kind of a bit of a loon in 2, so I was not expecting her to be adorable in the first one. Alley Butts, how's it going? Need to watch the vid then? Yeah, it's like the last 90 minutes of it. Alright, where was our save? I think we had just gotten back from into town. We had... I need to fix the volume on that thing, I think. No, that should be fine when we get in. Don't forget Johnny's singing. Oh god, that's right. There was singing, wasn't there? There was a lot of... I had a lot to drink that night. Studio Zero's flagged as working a metaphor that's still your face. Yeah, right. Alright, so... Right, we've been tasked by Luis with finding a divine lance. He doesn't really care if we succeed, but if we fail, we're definitely screwed. So, that's going to be a thing. Otherwise, I don't think anything's changed from last time. I haven't touched it because we didn't leave off at a good spot. We are sitting on top of plenty of money and lots of mag, so we're kind of good to do whatever the hell we feel like. Which at the moment is going to be skate sorting. As we figure out, where do we search for clues in the first place? Maybe Gallica can give us a hand. Dracodios, huh? Might be worth heading towards somewhere crowded to see what we can find out. Going stressful day, how about you? Not bad. Busy day. Managed to get to my favorite cafe early enough to actually get a good seat though, so I spent most of today working from there. Nice and quiet like.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's all she's got. Somewhere crowded.
Wonderful.
Where are we going to find maximum crowd here? Oh, I can't actually, I can't actually fast travel right now. So where would I find a crowd here then? Oh, hang on. Isn't this... Oh yeah, this is the one of the guys who made it into the top 20 who looks like the penguin with like Pikachu coloring as well. He's an odd one. I don't know what the hell voice we're going to give him because I don't know how much he's really going to speak, so we'll just give him something random. I mean, I figure most of the other candidates at this point are self-important asshats, so we'll just kind of voice them accordingly until we have reason to do otherwise.
If you pledge your support for Jin, then you too could... Oh, a candidate. And not only that, but the Elder on everyone's lips. Have you come to impede my campaign?
No, we weren't talking about Milo. I honestly forget how I voiced him. His was so off the cuff, and I need to go back and rewatch the VOD. Yeah, just passing by.
No.
Even if you aren't doing anything offensive, your presence here is a distraction. I must gather as many followers as I can, after all.
What obnoxious toad. What's the world coming to if a scuzzbucket like him can be a notable candidate? Yeah.
Oi.
Hey,
Oh, no, I have to look for more information here, too. So, okay, so there's still something else to look for here.
Wonderful.
Hey, have you heard the songstress Juna sing before? People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her, you'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine, no sir.
Wonderful.
Fast-talking sailor indeed. Can't wait for everyone to lose to write-in candidate Mickey Mouse. Fidelio wins! Wait, what?
You're not serious.
I'm sorry. No, I don't know anything, and I'm busy, so I'll be taking my...
wait a second.
Hey, wait. Anything's fine, so whatever info you have. You know, for a popular candidate, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Did you speak to anyone else before calling out to me?
What do you think you're playing at?
You can't just talk to a couple people and expect to find what you're looking for. Put in some legwork, talk to everyone, and don't be picky. But with that said, you should choose the place you search carefully. Plenty of working people too busy to give you the time of day. If it were me, I'd sit off for a tavern and ask patrons relaxing there. Now that's all the help I have for you, so good day, sir.
Let's see.
He's actually kind of nice, isn't he? Want to take his advice and head to a tavern? Well, at least that seems to be the person to have spoken to.
Beg pardon?
Wonderful.
Info gathering at a bar, of course. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Hey,
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, it's you two. Why address me while I'm enjoying a meal? I'm a customer of this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. Or familiar fairies. Or really anyone. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree?
Sure.
No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? I'm glad you understand. Good day to you. Oh, everyone's wishing us such a good day.
I'm just
listen.
incredulous.
Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. Yeah, we'll get straight to the point. Have you ever heard of a divine lance? A divine lance? Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait, someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on? Must have been Mastari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance? Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe you mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. Must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar. And because I see that little bit of chatter over there, I am totally going to shamelessly also plug the YouTube side right now, which is also running the same stream at high quality. And now it has emotes too. Thank you again to the people who have grabbed memberships over there. We will get more emotes as we get more memberships, just like on Twitch, which is... It's weird to be starting with 4 over there when we have, like... How many do we even have over here? I haven't even filled all our slots, and we have, what, like 40? 50? How many do we have?
Oi! Oi!
Alright, off to the Merchant's Bazaar then.
Right then.
Years and years of emotes. Yes. Yes. Many years of emotes.
What is it?
Oh. Wow, that's rude. That's rude. Shady pagan. What? Can't just call him a starry. He's a shady pagan. Have I ever put 2 pieces of bread in my pocket? Gonna go with no. Why the hell would I have ever done that? Oops. He appeared genuinely oh wait, no. I saw the village chief a moment ago. I thought he was participating in the tournament, but he appeared genuinely upset. I wonder if everything is alright. Ah, so the village elder is the rookhead guy.
Did you hear?
Have I gone to the Forbidden Tower yet? Is that the one with Orgus? If so, yes, I'm already through that. Did you hear that? I don't think it's this guy, though. He's got to know something about the lance. Keep searching the Merchant's Bazaar.
What is it? Wonder if I could be one of them.
Hello, people of the... Oh, hey, it's Rudolph.
Yes, hello.
That is a look. The one with Orgus? Yes. Yeah, we've been through that. Before I actually did the soiree, I did kind of a circuit here and hit all of the outstanding gauntlet runners and all of the outstanding bounties. No grinding, though, because I don't want to outlevel anything. I want to keep it difficult. Other than that one room that had the 2 repeated summons going on, I made a point of getting some money there. Well, this is the guy who wants the military in charge, so I'm actually going to add him to the list, and Rudolph is just going to get the drill sergeant because he deserves it.
You, I remember you, one who denounced the rogue sanctuaries of the exhibition. What support you have earned pales in comparison to mine. There are many who desire an independent croissant nation.
Are you really going to be independent? JFat, thank you for 86 months, and welcome back. Much appreciated. How are you doing tonight? Independent Rusan. Look, do you really think he knows what that means? Like, what? It's going to be just your people, and do you think everyone else is just going to leave? I mean, if you really want to be independent as a Rusan nation, everyone else should leave and not trade with you, or do anything for you, or assist you in any way whatsoever. So, kind of want to give him what he thinks he's asking for. Kind of wonder how the Lola voice... It's the Lala voice from Lala Escargot, and that is already in use for Fabian. But just for you, I will read his next line in it anyways.
Dismissed.
Oh, pitiful elder, struggle all you like. I mean, I can see it working, but we've already spoken for it.
Yes, Sir Saint is a species name. His species. It's the same as Hulkenberg's. He probably does, yes. If the people won't leave by choice, they will be by gunpoint. I'm the only one who's actually got guns. I'm the gunner.
Wonderful.
Okay, bye.
Young man! Young man!
That's the mag broker.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, I haven't actually checked on the rock. We should have a face on it now, so I wonder if they'll comment on that.
Isn't that... Look at that!
Hey, is that tiny little face yours? Not that anyone who doesn't know you personally would know it's you at that size. If people didn't know the King's magic protected you, I bet they'd find it hard to believe your face was in the top 20 now.
Besides...
First is Ford as always, Luis is next, and after him is, you know, the ugly dude. Hard to tell considering how small the others are, but I can kind of make out Rella. Tells you how popular she is, considering she's not even a candidate. Oh, Rella took one of the top 20 spots without actually entering the competition. That's great. I mean, we don't have to fight with her, so that takes out some of the competition. At least we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? We shall indeed.
Our last voyage was our roughing. The sea was calling us with a pull and we damn near answered.
It's rude not to answer as an option. Out of all the NPCs, you think Loveless is the best thing? Free drinks for all? I was pretty on board for Katharina's eat the rich approach.
That's right. When the sea starts acting eerie like we sailors call that the pull. There's magla crystals what sank to the bottom of the sea, and they can do strange things to boats, dragging them all higgledy-piggledy.
That's an expression I have not heard in so many years.
See those balls of seawater floating in the distance.
Can I? Oh, I can't turn my camera right now to point at them.
That phenomenon happens in town on occasion too, when it chills the sailor to the bone, it does. It's like your feet want to walk on the walls instead of the floor, or like the walls have become the floor. It's hard to describe it, really.
Competition doesn't matter, it's just a good way to show off. I'd say the competition's a great way to get a greatest hits list as an assassin, but unfortunately we also know it doesn't work as an assassin. Nearest, what are you doing here?
Well
Whoa.
met, eh?
Check this out.
Hey, that Mystari over there. Oh yeah, it's Sir Rookhead. One of my favorite, least favorite classes in RPG. Top picks for me most frequently are some sort of monk or some sort of sorcerer. Most Soulsborne type games, I'll do the mage like as my second or third playthrough, but it's always the thing I'm best at. And least favorite? I don't know. Part of me wants to say, I guess the healer, but I mean, no, I happily play healer in like 14, so I don't know. I don't think I could grind that down to any specific archetype. I like playing a lot of different things. But anything that's kind of a one-button run is not really for me. Yes, a magic fisting artist. Well, that's just a 5th edition artificer.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
One of the people below the top 20 are written somewhere because those poor sods 21 through whatever assassins will make a decent buck off them. But I don't know that they necessarily... Well, technically. I want to say, technically, no they wouldn't now, because everyone under the top 20 has been disqualified. But, again, it's the crown theocracy that's running this event, and technically this event is in no way legally binding. So, if someone in a lower rank took off and technically wound up represented first on the stone, I mean, what's the crown theocracy going to do about it? Nothing. They can't. Kind of the same way Luis is, in second place despite not even being in the competition as far as they know.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
In agreement. They have definitely crossed a line. For those unfamiliar, the second stretch of this competition is we're supposed to collect divine relics and bring them to, I don't know, whatever city's like the friggin' capital of this religion. Except what they refer to as divine relics are... Basically, they've just asked us to plunder every opposing religion's sacred artifacts. So, yeah, it's pretty gross.
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
Hey, Ban. Oh dear, Ban is eating random chatters. This is terrible. It appears he's eaten Otter. I wonder how that happened. Sorry, Otter. Ban was hungry.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
I still absolutely adore Heisma's just kind of folding his hands and wings inside his clothing when he's standing around.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
So, her portrait, that one in particular that's up right now, every so often when I see it, weirdly reminds me of a hamster. I can't quite put my finger on why, but she reminds me of a hamster.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure.
Oh, good. Is that what we've been sent for? Oh, shit. Hey, Luna, how's it going? She does not Heisme. Heisme does not. If anything, it reminds me of a sugar glider. But no, she specifically brings to mind a hamster.
The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
There was a marked island on the map in Luis's quarters. I wonder if that's this island.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
No, dude. It's totally okay to want Sanctism abolished. Believe me, it deserves it.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was.
Yeah, okay. Juna's, the style of her hair does make me think of Space Battleship Yamato as well.
I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
Yeah, not really the stealing your cultural heritage by force kind of person. Especially as an Elda, I feel like that would be grossly overstepping. In love with you, I fully expect you to start at 5 p.m. your time. Why would I do that? All the events say 6. 6 is the same time as always. The only thing that's changed time is Virtual Couch, and only because that's based on Japan Standard Time. We start at 10 p.m. there. Their 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Their 10 a.m. changes here. They don't do daylight savings.
We don't intend to take it by force.
So I suppose that reminds me. Yeah, Virtual Couch this week will be an hour earlier than it has been for the last several months because 10 a.m. for Daimyo is now 7 p.m. here. So we get to start at 7 instead of 8.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider.
Oh wow, thank you Quotorius for that. An old Allura quote. Like most of the internet, Twitch is a godless place. Well, that was said 10 years ago and it really hasn't changed.
It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Oh, is he dropping out?
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Verga Island somewhere.
Kinda hope he's not dropping out. He seems reasonable.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Eurus, what the hell are you up to? You'd love us not doing daylight savings, Vamp? Yeah, same. It's antiquated and useless.
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
I kind of love these two together.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
Man, I'm not looking forward to having to fight Basilio. He just seems like a genuine himbo. If we're gonna have to fight him, it'll definitely be because of Fidelio. Oh, same ring song. In fact, there was like something for it in government was basically passed unanimously and then was never done.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Nearest, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
How the hell does this work?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
I feel obligated at this moment to remind you that this was originally meant to be a carriage.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Right, Panasul? He will make it fly at some point. I mean, that's his dream, is to specifically make it fly without, as he called it, all that levitatory.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Part of me half hopes that he's actually figured out a way to make this thing operate like a frilled lizard. Proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there.
Somehow I doubt you are, Fidelio, but fully expecting his runner to eventually kill and eat the other candidates' rides. just goes full Ava and starts eating the angels.
Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather. We're running short on beds.
He said pecking order. Gallagher, we'll have to inform him. Bitches.
Oh, don't worry. Dell doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is gonna be weird.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
Okay, tiny part of me is hoping that there is a follower link that is the pair of them together, and that if we were to max it out, I won't have to kill Basilio and Fidelio. That would be nice. We're tossing Fidelio off the boat and keeping Basilio. No, we do anything to Fidelio, I'm gonna have to kill Basilio, and I want to avoid that. And they clearly still suspect us.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Hey, I didn't kill him.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Her amphibials. Reminds me way too much about the... Yes, this guy dies unless he's rank A in Fates. Whichever file... Yeah, I think that was Fates. Honestly, I would be totally okay with it. Because it would give me a way to progress and not actually risk losing them. Oh, that's right, it was Kaze. He was the one who had that. Because I'll be quite sad if we have to lose them both. Man, Fates was a fun one, but you realize that was like 2016, I think, when we ran that? God.
Ready to depart?
Yeah, down the way anchor already. Yeah, not forgetting anything, are you? Nope, I think we're... Yeah, we bought everything here during the last round of sales. Man, just got hold of a job with the route and we'll set our trip to Verg Island. Yeah, let's sail for new lands.
Verga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
Looks like it's gonna take us 4 days to get there. Oh, good. They have terrible weather in the form of heat.
This place here.
The main island of the Malnova archipelago, almost wholly Mustari inhabited. The isle has only minimal contact with the mainland. It looks like we'll potentially pass some interesting stuff along the way.
This...
Oh,
Seems like an odd route to get to Verga Island. We can't just go straight. Right, this region's current right pain, Miguel. We must go around and carry across unless they carry us off course. And by my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. Well, I guess we're going to be reading a lot of that terrible book about persuasion. Can we have a vote to rerun Fates? Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me. I loved it, but one, I don't feel like any rerun I do is going to be as good as that original one with Coach and the Mozerker. 2, Fire Emblem games are absolute trauma for my mods because, sweet freaking Christ, there's virtually nothing else we have to ban more people during than a Fire Emblem game. And 3, we did that back when I was streaming full time, and it still took 3 months to do the 3 Fates games. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Though, admittedly, we have an unfinished Path of Radiance run, and I have an unopened copy of Radiant Dawn to follow it with sometime. I am glad, BB Guy. I pretty much added that for ban.
Three nights at sea, huh? I hope Stroll can handle it. With Juno, no two thorns on our side. Tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward.
I'd be down to watch POR and Radiant Dawn. I was really enjoying our Path of Radiance run, and part of me's like, well, I'd have to start over, but I really don't want to, because our run was so weird. We were only a few chapters in, but everyone was leveling wrong. Like, my whole army was res tanks. The people who were meant to level well were leveling like garbage, and the people who were meant to level like garbage were leveling fantastically. The whole run was like, bless cursed, top to bottom. I wouldn't want to restart it because of that. Thank the mods for their hard work. Found the stream from, I believe, Awakening. No, it wouldn't have been Awakening. I actually haven't streamed that. That's one I wouldn't mind streaming, though. I did like that one quite a bit. I've done all three of the Fates games and Echoes. A little bit of Three Houses, which is kind of the game that killed Fire Emblem for me. What house did I do in Three Houses? We had to make Holy War with Dimitri and his Golden Arches. But I think maybe a week into that playthrough, we threw it out.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho, then!
Eh, jolly good, rest assured. I'll get us through these waves to Varg Island as gently as can be. It's not going to be very gentle, so I suggest you hang on.
We're gonna die.
Partially awaiting a remaster of the Radiant series to be less of a pain to hook up. I at least have the stuff to run that.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
I'm sad, because I really wanted to see this thing filled lizard style just running across the water.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Verga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago, where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it.
Oh, nice. So, your entire religion's built on a lie, and the crux of that lie is on an island you don't want anyone going to.
So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
Hey, Overlord manga, Three Houses killing FE, yes. It did for me. Right about the minute I realized that I turned my entire army into mages wielding wooden swords on the highest difficulty and was still killing everything without casting any spells. I was like, nah man, fuck this, I'm out. I want Fire Emblem games in high difficulty to kick my friggin' teeth in.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Engage with such a dumpster fire. Bought it, never even opened it.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, we're Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Just keep it contained that way. It's for the best. Alright, hopefully the plastic will hold it in. TMS was a good one, but I mean, it's also not really a Fire Emblem game. It was much more a Persona game.
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hey, Salik, never played a Fire Emblem game, but I love Shining Force. Oh, fuck yes. I still have my carts for Shining Force 1 and 2, and the Sega CD one for the kind of double print they did for that on my shelves. Fucking loved Shining Force.
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this!
No, never played 3. I don't think I've ever had... I played some of their later incarnations of the series, and that was that. Never touching that again. I'll stick to the originals.
The Elder Boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner, too!
Oh yeah, battling time.
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
I have Neo on the shelf. I think. Yes, I do. That was about the point I was like, and we're done.
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try plowing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Verga Island's infamous people, treacherous. Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea.
I have
Their
played Golden Sun.
destination,
I don't
Verga
recall a
Island,
connection to Shining Force.
an enigmatic
It's been a
foreign
long time,
land
though.
that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nura speaking.
Come in. Nurse's voice is echoing out of the runner phone. Yeah, Heisman's got his, oh no, fishing gear laid on deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise it'll stop if you slip overboard, though, so be careful. Don't fall overboard. Well, let's see. Heisman sometimes leaves fishing gear on deck, which you can use to fish. Any fish you catch can be used as ingredients when cooking. 3 days until we arrive at Verga Island, I think. Having June and those brothers around has certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier. Fishing. Fish the day away? Well, it'll never be as bad as fishing our life away. Yes, my favorite minigames come back. Oh, poor Stroll. Oh. I thought I'd finally gotten used to the runner's motion, but waves are a whole new beast. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah. So, I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find when I got to a bit. Insides are impressive, compared to the rest of it at least. It looks like crap on the outside.
Poor Stroll.
Alright then.
Well, I guess I can take a look up top and see,
Let's go!
Might have to poke the fishing. Might have to poke the fishing once. Oh my god, that's so cute. Even moving at such speed, it looks like I can still fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they are drawn by runner's magla crystals, or perhaps they are just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island. Oh god, am I gonna... Wait, what the hell is that? What is that off in the distance? It looks kind of like it has tentacles? I'm concerned. I don't know what that is. A flying whale? I don't... Now there's two of them. What are they? Oh, it was super easy, Wolfenbach. Might be an Elementa. Kind of has the look. Interesting that we can see them from here. Well, let's...
Oh, jeez.
Let's fish once. Isn't this Heisman's fishing gear? I wonder if he's going to do some fishing. I think he's already fishing. Now we can catch some fish. We can use them to cook. Want to fish for a bit? Once. Once just to have done it.
Understood.
Okay, I'll go get Heisman.
The truth is...
Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. Do you have anything that might work? I have worm bait, grasshopper bait, and tail bait.
Then...
Oh my tailbait. Those fish will not know what hit them. Let's cast. I never played Vandal Hearts Wolfenbach. Oh. Wow. Really? You're just gonna sit on the railing like that, huh? I'm more tired than I realized. How do I shake this? Punch your cheeks. It'll be cute. I suppose I will try that then.
The fight is on!
I bite and it is a strong one, but I am stronger. Just don't get pulled off the railing, dude. Just look at this hole. Well, thanks to you, of course. Yes, right, let me pinch. Lord of the Lake. I'm not in a lake.
Here we go.
Tension and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That is what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I have caught.
Then...
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it is about time we call it a day. Heisman and I gathered the gear and went back inside.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to
let me pinch
reflect
his
off
cheeks.
the water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside
The Lord's
their
in exile.
gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their
Well, that was dinner.
voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Alright, so here's our first camping. We'll arrive 3 days from now. I'm being watched, so be careful what you say. Dream Eater Moth. Oh, okay, so everyone apparently wants to boost my, which is that? My imagination. I'm guessing no one's going to want to do any potential, real improvements. Yeah. Especially not with those guys around. We can't really talk to them about anything. Well, in that case, how bad is my imagination? It's not awesome, but the book downstairs has good eloquence and we are getting close to 4. I'm gonna keep pushing the eloquence up. Let's go,
All right, then.
check the pantry, read a book.
Let's go!
What do we got today? Rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. 1 each, sure. Now, do I actually have anything? Cooking's free time for, so... Oh, we got some new recipes. Sweeter Than Poison, Cursed Love Ballad, and Secretest of Secrets recipe. Oh, takes Lord of the Lake. And Cursed Love Ballad takes the Dream Eater Moth, and Gauntlet Shrooms are used for Sweeter Than Poison. Restores 200 MP. Okay, then. On the other hand, Lord of the Lake is fully restores MP for 1 ally. Okay. All members gradually recover MP while walking in dungeons for 60 seconds. Gradually recover HP for the same purpose. I can only make 1 curative coney roast. That's fine. I think we're just going to make the Secretest of Secrets.
Okay, so...
Let's put these lords to work. I think that's the dish Juna recommends. Okay, let me go call her.
Hey!
Right, we just gave her Valley Girl. So, like, how confident are you in your cooking skills? If you're not, remember, there's no one way to cook something. I say a dish's true value comes from its individuality, and its ingredients, of course. How boring it must be to copy recipes. Oh, good God, don't let this girl bake. I picked out ingredients with Judah. What a selection we have today. Time to use my talents to their fullest to make only the finest choices. For our base, normally we'd go with this, but let's be daring and use this instead, shall we? Yeah, I'm on a roll today. Yes, baking is a science. Cooking is an art. Baking is a science. Especially if you're dealing with chocolate or anything supremely sugar-based. You fuck up the temperature on that even a tiny bit. Oh, seized. With the ingredients picked and portioned, all that's left is preparation. That's where you come in, love. Ah, I do the work. Gotcha. Horrifying baking is how we discovered that grandmother was going a bit batty. She used salt in place of sugar for pumpkin pie. Oh, sorry. Hey, Smexy Vampire, how's it going? No need to fret. The stage is all set. All you need to do is put on the show. Make your dish the star performer. And that's when I picked it up and danced around with it, and it got everywhere. It really didn't work out the way I thought. And for the pièce de résistance, a final ingredient of my choosing. Sorry, but this one's a chef's secret, even to you. How am I going to know how to cook it? Wow, our dish is so nuanced. You make a roguelite by strapping a torch to your party thief. Badum-tish. Fired. No, the reality, if it's anything like parties I've been in, Ban, you make the roguelite by hanging him upside down and shaking him until all the shit he's stolen falls out. I call it secretest of secrets. It's our signature dish now, and not a soul in the world could replicate it. Thanks to speed cooking, no time passed. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of, oh god, there's new books. Top secret poetry, do not read. Something tells me this is Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet, but what will it give me? Courage. Okay. I'm going to read Juna's journal of top secret poetry. You know, I wasn't planning to work on courage right now, but fuck it, I'll take it. It's probably something Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that just make you want to look inside more? Alright. Reading poetry in the name of courage. Speed cooking technique, double the temperature so the food cooks twice as fast. That is a very Brooklyn Nine-Nine line. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. This is written in some sort of trance. The difference between moonlight and starlight, the difference between me and you, the difference between love and romance, inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me in a cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Well, you can certainly say that artistic expression is serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing Juna's raw creative passion has increased my courage, but also given me new fears.
Alright.
Whoa, that was a lot of... I barely even moved, but still. Still more left to read in the book. This is going to be our nighttime reading for a few days, apparently.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
Ugh, this mugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage. Well, you do have an awful lot of it. New fear unlocked to Juna's poetry. I think we took psychic damage, but we got lots of courage out of it.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
I believe this is Sven built up by swinging a weapon quickly or liaison of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna?
Oh.
I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact, but I'll tell you what. If I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. Hulkenberg's answer is basically just sweat harder, noobs. 2 more days. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it'll really be like. Alright, what kind of options do we have? There's courage. And there's fishing. There is courage and there's fishing. Well, if it's gonna be courage anyways, I guess I'll keep reading.
Oh.
What are we doing? Meat and red grass? Sure. Oh. Cilio's hanging out here too. Let's see, I could make some critical meatballs. Wouldn't be the worst to at least get one curative coney roast made. It's only one, but since it doesn't cost us time, I'm going to do it regardless. Because it is still a nice group heal.
Let's check.
And we'll just skip this, because we had him make it with us originally as
No,
well,
man.
so we've seen how he cooks. Alright, Forbidden Courage. Huh, I did not expect this.
We have just finished the game. It was most illuminating. Assigned the watchdog or no, it does us both good to sharpen our tactics together.
Figured you all wouldn't be much use in a fight, but you're better than you look. Suppose you former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches.
Huh. Did not expect that. Afraid of the context for quote 815? Oh, good lord, commence porn music and porcupine. I don't even know, and makes it all the better. Alright, Forbidden Book of Slam Poetry.
Mom, they're bonding without me. It never occurred to me that other people could have social links.
Alright, clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Oh, a whole section has been struck by two thick lines, a few words scribbled next to it. My very soul screams. Is this her handwriting? Flipping to the next page reveals a swarm of characters and symbols I've never seen before. Is this a language only Juna herself knows?
Well, yeah, so that's scary.
All right.
This is worth 5 pips on courage. Good stuff. Just makes me think of Scream from the previous raid series in 14. Right. Pandemonium. Alright. Still more to read next time.
Come look at this.
Writing the Necronomicon is the Junonomicon.
No, you're not gonna, I'm gonna believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Oh, let's see this. Huh.
Incredible!
Wow, the sea's been split in two and we're standing on the seafloor. That's moderately freaky.
Well,
This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Browhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely.
Oi!
Oh, right. That's right. We gave Basilio the redneck. Dale, are you sure about this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? Can you not swim, Basilio? Tell me your weaknesses that I might kill you later if necessary. Or, tell me Fidelio's. Or just, how about you both join our party properly and permanently, and we don't have to kill you at all.
That.
And do you know how to swim, Basilio?
Listen, mate. Best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong.
Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish. I kind of want to fish by just throwing it into the wall and then watching stuff come by. I feel like I'd get a better view of it.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing? What is she doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I could secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat those weird-looking fish without a second thought. Yeah, I suspect the weird luminescence is a defense mechanism, and they gather together in depths and shine to ward off predators. You know, or Hulkenbergs. So, weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group? Who does that remind you of? You? Because you always travel with Basilio? It's pronounced UFO. I will show you. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Thank you for feeding Chair Thulu. He was getting hungry. Oh, and I gotta disagree with you, Overlord Manga. Pandemonium raids were a ton of fun. Don't super care about the story, but the raids themselves were tons of fun. Must do sling barbs at every opportunity. That's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weakness.
Huh?
I say those shining scales at work is excellent dice. Hulkenberg, Miguel. Be sure to get some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish. I shall catch enough so we should all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we'll receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches. Sky looks nice to me. What are you talking about?
I see.
Oh, if that is the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
Much regret was had. He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out. Catching sight of this unexpected view has broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
I feel like this one should have been worth courage, because, like, yikes.
Here.
Yeah, here you go, lad. Drawing of the seawall. I made sure the glowing fish is depicted as true to life as my hand allows. Aw. We'll pass that along to Maria when we get home.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer,
Right, Rodrigo?
the
Just jump in
gauntlet
the water,
runner
knife in mouth.
reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
Nice, you can actually see rain on the portholes in the background.
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Why would we have hit a rock if you're... Who's piloting this near us? What's happening?
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Oh, I don't think I can agree with you on that one, Vamp, though mostly it's the current fourth one I really like. Third's okay. 2 is continuous psychic damage, the raid. And 1's pretty fun.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
They're totally going to use this opportunity to make us actually like them so that it's going to suck all the more when we eventually have to kill them, aren't they?
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujif is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Oh, sharing life stories.
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him?
See, yeah, the more Basilio talks, the more I like him.
Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glodell was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway.
Basilio has all the subtlety of something that isn't. Yeah, but it is kind of nice that he doesn't want the subtlety, right? He's like, can we just be honest with them? Can we tell them why we're here? Yeah, or even just the reason he's here in the first place. The whole, like, you know, well, if you don't trust him, why don't we just both go with them?
Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Of course, now that we're at sea... Paripus overboard?
Come on, you two.
That...
Ah! Something's out there!
Well, that's great.
Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
So, Forden killed the monster, huh?
What's happening?
Our prep.
Head to the deck once you're prepared. Well, can I... oh, good. It'll let me save. I don't remember what classes people are on, so I figured I should at least check that out just in case. Oh, I'm still on mage right now. He's on merchant. Okay. On knight, and... yeah, you know what? That's honestly probably fine. Oh, right. We actually have her in the party now, though. We have her in the party now. Oh, all right. Now, I'm curious then. Oh, can't do anything with her right now.
What now?
Double check her synthesis. Ooh, high chance of one-hit killing all enemies. Alrighty. Inflict all enemies with a one-time weakness to dark. Okay, and one-time weakness to ice, one-time weakness to fire. So what other kind of stuff is she gonna get? Recover medium amount of caster's MP every turn. Yum. And heavy fire manage to everyone. Okay. What we got coming up past that, though? One-time weakness to electric, but not a synthesis. One-time weakness to wind. One-time weakness to light. Ruins flame flower. I thought it said flamethrower for a moment. I was so much more excited for just a second there. But no, it's flame flower. Not quite as intense. Alright, it has all the other stuff, and then greatly increase party's physical attack damage once per battle. There's some interesting potentials there. Otherwise, I think everyone's on things that should work just fine. What's my synthesis right now? Okay, I've got a few. His don't really matter. It's not what he's here for. What does he set, though, for his... Okay, right. Turunda Secunda Decunda. Okay, well, just in case. Let's get him as a backup healer. Keep the Turunda Secunda, though. I have plenty of items for Racunda. Don't technically need that. Right, she's running knight, and she's done. I have to replace that with something better at some point, but for the moment, doesn't super matter, I don't think. Okay, she's got access to Magic Knight Hammer and Hammer of Justice, so we're good there. Right, Formation of Vigor and Maracakaja. No-brainers for what to give him. And on the synthesis side, he's got everything available in this lineup. Okay. Oh yeah, coincidentally, we really just have pretty much everything available. Alright, that team will do then.
Oh, come on.
Aw, I wanted to go to the watchtower and see if I can get a view of it before we go up and fight. Okay. Oh.
What is that thing?
Hentai.
The hell are you doing? This supposed to be you helping those in need? Oi, tell!
No! Hurry!
I feel like we're missing something in the audio in this scene.
You
like,
alright, Stow?
lacking Foley.
You realize this changes nothing. We're still... Hmm?
Is that a
Overland
human?
BGM? No, what I want
Don't charge
is Foley,
straight at
because
us.
there's basically none.
We've got the arms. We'll clear them out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Alright guys, show us what you... What the shit?
Yeah. Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
That is not the face I expected. That is not the face I expected on this thing.
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
To switch out party members during battle, press L1 to access the order view and party. Switching members consumes a turn icon, but now we can't actually swap people in and out. Water-style Ramu. Ramu has not aged well. It's finally catching up with him then.
By this power.
Okay, lightning feels like it's a good bet for testing things. It's got multiple legs available. You know...
No. We'll do this together.
Oh, that's heavy to 1. Oh, I'm willing to... No, I'm not
Maybe
willing to
there's a
gamble
better
up
choice.
front. Let's verify. Candera first. And I guess... I kind of want to just go for core.
Roar!
You hit their weakness! That's
I'll
your
give
opening,
you the
Captain!
performance of a lifetime.
Oh shit, she's actually in the party right now. Sorry, you need to swap. Heisme is much more important than you are.
Backing out for
I
now.
won't fail you.
Well,
Much
are you
more
prepared?
important. Now, debuffing is going to be difficult because there are so many targets.
How do you like this?
Sea Horror Homo Sabara is a hell of a name.
Observe the enemy.
It's This is quite the thing.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Alright, let's get ourselves a weakness in place.
Coordination is key!
Pierce through them!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
How?
I'm gonna guess that's based on the number of tentacles it has. That was a whole lot of hitting
If we
the
can
weak
take out
point.
some legs, that'll mean less attacks to deal with, right?
Is this game a metaphor for no homo? Oh, God. No, the problem is there's a whole lot of... No, actually, that's not even going to be a good joke because it's not... Nope, that'll ring wrong. Nope, just nope.
I
Not
won't
even
hold
touching that
back.
with a 10-foot pole.
Maybe not. I'm all prepared. No.
Wizard! Lightning!
You hit their weakness.
You think yourself
That's your opening,
e-general?
Captain.
Alright, my small friendo. We'll go defense first, just because he did actually strike a few weak
back
points.
up!
Helpful as ever. I shall fight as the noble... Ah! Try not to worry.
And he can handle our
I knew
healing.
you'd help.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Join with me.
Let me help!
I'll run you through.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Let's stay calm.
Not great damage, given that it did more before the... oh, shit. I didn't move her back up to the front. That's entirely on me. Oh, well. The back is nice and safe for people anyways.
Roar!
Be neither timid nor arrogant.
Of course, I could move everyone to the front with Formation of Vigor. That's vaguely suicidal. Let's do it.
Charge! So you're strong!
Oh, poor Heisme.
I see your game!
Ooh, but Heisme refuses to die. Good boy.
Heisme's in real danger. He needs healing now.
Heisme's fine.
Merchant! Oh, healing light! I knew you'd help.
He's fine.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Is everyone all
I mean,
right?
he'll need a little bit of fixing up, but he's fine.
We stand together.
I'm counting on you!
As the point of a sword.
Hulkenberg got them
That's much
right
better.
in their weak spot.
I will fight with pride.
Luck build coming into place again. I know, my luck affects other people, just never us.
Falling back. Come forth, royal soul. Lightning!
You hit their weakness.
The General's command
your
may
opening,
turn the
Captain.
tides of war. I need distance.
Let's see. What
Now
do I want
accept
to
your
drive
fate.
up or down accordingly?
No hidden art.
Ooh, you know, extreme fire to all enemies that decreases hit and evasion. You gotta figure, ice is probably not gonna do anything for us for this. Oh, no, you know what?
Hold nothing
We'll just
back.
Heat Riser it. Now we have maxed out attack and defense and a little
helped.
bit of extra evasion.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
Now, what's no holding back? Try not to worry. I knew you'd help.
'Twas needed.
Quite a boon. What
a shame.
Stroll dodge, though.
Let us
That works
fight
out
as
just
one.
fine.
Let me help!
I'll run you through.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back.
Hulkenberg got them right in the
Roar!
face.
You hit their weakness.
Let us clean up
That's
this
your
Oh,
mess.
that is just
I'll use what I
sweet,
must.
glorious damage.
Mustn't settle for the easy way.
Let's go ahead and fuck up
I'll
his
use
defense.
this.
Newton, how's it going?
I can't afford to hold back. Ah! Thanks.
Merchant for the healing.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Join with me.
Oh, what's that? 2 hammers in
We'll
one
team
go?
up.
Sounds good.
As the point of a sword.
It's okay.
Ooh, and I
let's
still
go.
get to do more.
Lightning!
Oh, that is some wonderful damage.
What?
Oh boy.
Nothing.
It gave itself a bunch of actions.
I
None of my oh my god. Okay, that's going a little bit sideways there. No one's dodging.
The shame.
This is
We've
it.
got too many people knocked out here.
Good
We've gotta
lord.
get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
Are you shitting me?
Come on, not
Dodging
like this.
on
Someone help,
the last attack. Could not have dodged any earlier when it would have cost him more press turns. Gotta do it only on the last.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Oh, damn it, I was using
Nope,
Stroll
not
for
this.
that. Well, that's troubling. Now I
Perhaps
have
not.
to get him up.
For all that we strive for.
Alternatively, I wonder if the 2 of them can kill him.
Not now. With blade in hand.
Fuck it, going for it.
Pierce through them.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Come
spot.
forth, royal soul.
Heisme, Stroll, I'm kind of disappointed in you. Oh god, we got it, suckers.
Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
Ooh, we got a point of agility, and now we're up to 49 luck. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that luck, but we got it. I can't believe no one dodged until the very end of that. All that AoE and all that evasion.
We overcame it somehow.
Ouch.
I can't believe this! There are still monsters out here! Forden lied! He lied to everybody!
Yes, he runs a church, Gallica. What the fuck did you expect?
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
Luck is a violence multiplier, is that what it is?
You too, Fidelio.
They helped. They were fighting the other tentacles, supposedly.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Oh, goody. We're sinking.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking! You've got to be kidding!
Bail the water! You two, help us!
What? You can't just order us. Oh, this bloody rust buckets.
Everyone get to work.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I do like that they break up the travel with actual like boss fights and gauntlet runner encounters and things like that. That was a long day yesterday, huh? I'm glad we lived to see another morning. I'm very happy that we survived and are still afloat, but after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor Beck was casualty of the incident. Really came through in the pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you, my dear girls, well and safe. Must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean. Goody. I'm gonna go read your slam poetry journal, Juna. After fainting in battle, he had to do menial labor. Look, he spent time on the deck, sleeping. All that means is he got to rest before the menial labor. We didn't. We should arrive at the island tomorrow.
Come on!
Good God, Cordate 16 is definitely one, huh? That's probably because she's the devil and people can smell her sin. We managed to defeat the monster, so I want to thank everyone for their efforts. In times like this, people tend to open up more. You don't say. Alright. I guess I'm not reading a journal at the moment. I'm gonna have to run around and schmooze. Would have been a pleasant trip if not for the monster. I had no idea such a calamity awaited us.
And so...
I suppose you're too young for something like that to mess too tire you out. Well, I have a mind to meditate and recover a bit. Care to join me? Oh, I can pass time.
Goodbye.
Who
All
to hang with? That's a question. Well, while I'm Daniel, let's check the pantry, I guess, quickly. Your social contact. Not all social contact is bad, just most of it. Did I get a nice view from the watchtower at all? Okay, that is a pretty cool view. Oh yeah, definitely Elementa. You can tell now that we're closer. The coloring's a lot more obvious.
All right.
I guess they're just floating around there.
Go.
So who else is hanging out where? Who's the unlucky bastard with the tent there? Oh, I think we wind up there when we're doing like
right.
watch duty.
Let's go.
Yeah, Heisme tends to be up there. So, who are we going to spend time with? Oh, we could actually just spend it with Gallica. We don't ever really get options to do that kind of thing, so I think I'm just going to pick Gallica. Oh, come on. I wasn't going to snap you to buzz off or anything.
Okay, then.
Oh, come on. Let's go to the special sitting spot like always. Think of the ocean view. Is this where we normally, yeah. The sun feels so nice, doesn't it? Still make me want to replay this game to find all these new things. Don't have time. I know that feeling. I've been ahead of the pre-production stuff I have to do in December. I've been planning what season 1 and 2 are going to cover. So, many things to play and not things going to be replayed. Sea feels way different from yesterday. I don't think we'll be seeing any of those monsters.
That reminds me.
There was a rumor about a tribe of fish people living out here, but it was probably just that monster. Oh my god, she's cute. Yes, I still need to make a proper emote of her. I'm sorry, tribe of fish people what? What do you mean, tribe of fish people? Like a village of walking fish or something like that. I think it's just some tall tale, but it's intriguing, isn't it? Not that tall a tale. We've seen this. We fought this. It was obnoxious as hell. Finally, a mascot character who's not annoying as sin. Cochin will remember this. With the sea, I really feel anything can happen. The depth, the waves, the tidal currents. It's just swimming with mysteries. Pun intended.
Hey!
I mean, for sure it's chock full of all these unknown creatures, you know.
Oh yes, it sounds delightful.
Let me clarify, a Persona-adjacent mascot character. I guess we'll remember this.
Thanks.
Thanks for not making fun of me for what I just said. Often we fairies get treated like mere superstitions too. Was Zygus a mascot? Honestly, I think she was more a mascot than Koromaru was. Koromaru will remember this. That's because we hide ourselves so we're not found. But sometimes it feels like we're outsiders, like everyone totally forgets we exist. It's not like I want special treatment or anything, I just want people to see me as me. But I'm grateful because you do. And that's why I'm able to resist thinking things like, I'm so small and insignificant. You are small. You're not insignificant, and you're being surprisingly honest. Well, she's definitely not insignificant.
It'll be fine.
You're not insignificant at all, Gallica.
Yep.
I know. And what I'm bearing's bigger than any of those doubters out there, right?
Hey there!
Stiff ocean breeze, and she's gone. Yeah, you're gonna have this. It's just something I picked up on the deck this morning. What? Rainbow scale. Ooh, hello, what? Those fish people, their scales are supposed to be rainbow. With this, maybe we can still believe they aren't just superstition. Her leg kicking energy. I know! She's too goddamn cute. It probably came from that monster, but pretty things are pretty. I will endeavor to make her an appropriately good emote. The sea is like a mother, everyone's mother. It's the place we were all born, so I'm sure it's still got more miracles it's hiding. Yes, just don't drink mother's milk, that shit is terrible for you.
Hmm?
It's getting dark.
Let's call it.
Teddy and Morgana's faces are on the title card of the dancing game, and so is Igus. Oh, snap, you are correct! Igus is the mascot. I think Neuros is looking for a place we can camp out. Let's get ready, too. Do you need a happy emote? Yeah. Yeah, we do.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
I like this music. It does feel like a nice kind of lean into night. She's so cute, I don't mind her occasionally saying, "Hey, listen." That's the thing, though. She occasionally says, "Hey, listen." The sea is hiding more mysteries, Reaper. Just check out the deep, deep sea. It's where all the fun things are, like the anglerfish. Ah, yes. Oh, God. Imagine this game's take on an anglerfish. Did Bosch ever paint any anglerfish? Our arrival's tomorrow. We're finally done spending our nights at sea. Okay. Let's see. So we still have more imagination, but I'm going to go and read a certain somebody's
All right then.
journal some more, cause I'm like that.
Let's go.
Angler human, exactly. Imagine how horrible that's gonna be. Check what's this. Okay, yeah, I already hit this today. All right. Let's read more of Juna's top secret slam poetry. It is worth a nice big hit to courage. Okay, the most disturbing thing about the baby human was the way it looked at us. I don't know how to describe the expression it took most of the time other than coy. And coy is not an expression I want to see on the face of that thing. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? Hand-drawn illustrations span the pages. On one side, the world. On the other, a heart. In between, a song connects them. Seems she tried drawing this one. Next is a depiction of an enormous woman embracing the entire world, smiling. Is this supposed to represent something? No, not Koi the fish. Koi, C-O-Y. Wow. You can certainly say artistic expression is serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing Juna's raw, creative passion has caused more psychic damage. With 5 points of courage, I'll take. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're so close to 4. So close. With that, I have finished the book, and I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened. We are now a mediocre Grand Hunt game.
Courage.
Sorry, I mean Dauntless. Or Dauntless.
Why?
It's not that bad. I just thought it wasn't very good either.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Much bigger bump. Yeah, I don't think you can kind of get...
sent an emissary to Verga Island.
I think basically there's kind of a point where when you cross the threshold, you're going to get it, and then it doesn't stop at the line, it pushes you a bit past it, so it looks like a bigger bump every time you actually level up. Hanafuda was totally fine in Sakura Wars. Just, don't be bad at it.
As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodias.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do.
Yes, so as long as we lie to people when it counts, it'll all be good.
The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
Man, that is a thought, too. How much damage do you think you could do if you just went wild in a huge public space as one of the top 20 protected by the king's magic? And how long would it take for enough word to spread for you to drop far enough to no longer be one of the top 20? Which is then to say, if there are no survivors, and therefore no witnesses to spread word, assuming you aren't just killing a ton of your own people, could you obliterate small towns and no one could do anything about it? For popularity to crash, Sione, people would need to know about it. And we all know the greatest stealth is not never being heard, it's ensuring that there's no one alive to tell anyone else. That's real stealth.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
Oh-ho!
By the way, for the people arriving late today, reminder, this Saturday, we're doing another 24 hours of Metaphor. Starting at noon Central. We're just gonna do that crazy thing we do. Again. Because we can. We need to make progress.
Yeah, and so our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. And we should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand.
It seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I did not wish the same, but we had best prepare for a long stay. Island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot like going to his hometown.
Then...
Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there'll be real inns for us to stay in.
Does the runner have AC? Yes, it's called the Wind, and you stand on the deck and you just run really, really fast and hope it works. No, there's probably no AC. I don't know, who knows? Maybe we have like ice magma.
Escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Verga Island. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict. As though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
Mount that island's ass, let's go.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
Eversor weren't bad. I did quite like Wolfenbach, that their follow-up capacity. But I was always a Vindicator at heart. Death from so far away.
Ugh. All my ear fur is stuck together.
Ugh.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
Hey, Duro, how's it going?
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides.
What's the context of 817? Don't know. Stop asking me. I won't tell you anymore. Half the fun is they don't have context. So I will just not contextualize any of them going forward.
The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
No, I take it back. There is AC on there. That's the real reason he's staying.
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
Guys, I'm hearing voices.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I think I heard a voice.
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this Lance?
Oh my god, Flan's introduction to Sky was fantastic. Nin, nin, nin.
Ideally, we'd blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky.
Oh god, please tell me this doesn't turn into us walking into town with like laundry baskets or wicker baskets or something on our head to pretend we're Mustari.
Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
Excellent. Okay, so now we're in our next batch of time stuff, and that gives us a couple of weeks to work with.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
Ah, does no one among us have a sense of direction?
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit. And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Oh, these poor guys. Can we even use the teleporter those two around? Man. That's going to be difficult, isn't it? Ryoga Squadron was my thought too. Favorite and least favorite genre of video game? Favorite RPGs, hands down, easily. Least favorite? I don't know. I play a bit of everything, but it's probably going to come down to sports.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
So, do you suppose you could use Gallica as a fan? Just grab her and hold her wings by your face. See if it generates enough breeze.
Whoa! It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt
Hold
off me.
on.
He did say he wanted to dunk his head.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Oh, great.
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Well, good on us. We very immediately have committed a heinous religious crime. So, you know, hi. Nice to meet you guys.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool.
Oh, goody. We drank religious water. Religious bath water. Oh, good God.
We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Deserved.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
Technically, it's only my head on the rock. He can kill the rest of you.
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Gamer girl bathwater? Ugh. Why you gotta go there?
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
Calica has tiny little ropes. She's tied up with tiny little ropes.
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out, instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Hulkenberg, pry the bars open with your bare hands. I don't really think that's going to be within her purview, despite Hulk being part of her name. However, were we to apply a little bit of salt to the bars, I'm fairly certain she could chew her way through them.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
That does sound like a familiar voice.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
What the fuck are you doing here? Why is Batlin in a cell too? Well, goddammit, now we're gonna have to bust him out. We can't do all this without the crier. What did you do, Ray?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
Also, how did you get here? Ahead of us.
But why are you here?
Batlin everywhere, it's part of the system. Oh, well, as long as it doesn't stop popping out from under traffic cones.
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters of Verga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
Oh.
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Batlin doesn't need a gauntlet runner, he is the gauntlet runner. Oh god, Rythaler candidate John. Oh no.
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
He uses the Lamborghinis like a Jesus lizard running across the water.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Are you having volcano issues? That sounds like volcano issues. Yasama-san. Ohayou gozaimasu. O genki desu ka?
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Whoa, he took the rook hat off. That is quite the hairstyle.
Master Adeni. There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them.
I guess he dies because his eyebrows are a very different color from his hair. Also, lightning bolts. Oh, I'm doing well, Rasama-san. Thank you for asking. It's gonna be a very busy week.
Reportedly, One is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Oh no, he's hot. Oh, Lord Rookhead does appear to be a good-looking guy.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
This is some weird-looking tan line suit, right? Given the kind of half coverage on the legs. Also, that dude is like all leg. That is a really leggy guy.
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow.
So, this is the island from Moana. No Janice on today? No, he only joins me on, I guess Saturday morning your time. That's when he's around. Otherwise, it's just me during the week.
The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath.
Because otherwise, yeah, he should be, what? I mean, I think he's at work right about now.
It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
I can think of few things that are greater example of confirmation bias than the entire concept of sacrifices appeasing nature.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way.
Adeni's outfit reminds me of that one lady from Star Ocean 5. Oh yeah, I've forgotten her name. Though to be fair, we finished Star Ocean 5 in a single sitting on stream, so I remember very little about it. All I really remember is that by the end of it we had that ridiculous berserk build going on, and we're just melting everything before us. But I remember the outfit you're talking about.
Because of your indecision, because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God, your father and mother both.
I will have silence!
Damn, dude, I think you just crossed a line. The really bad one? I mean, there were things about it that weren't bad. There were things about it that were terribly bad. And I think it disappointed a lot of people because it was a Star Ocean game where you never, like... So I gather a lot of people were disappointed because it was a Star Ocean game that took place on one planet. But to be fair, like, the best Star Ocean game was 2, and that also took place on one planet. So, bit of an odd argument to make. Are we sacrificing people to Sonic Dragon today? Is he the Dragon God? I suppose we'll have to sacrifice people to him then. Alright, I will sacrifice Wolfenbach. I'm going to sacrifice you. You've been sacrificed. There we go. Appeased! It's all good now.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear.
Oh, lady, you have, like, party member levels of portrait going on.
I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Or you could be dead in 5 minutes.
Yufa.
I'm remembering correctly, the game was horribly boring to play. It had a combat system that had some really good mechanics in it that were very much... It had some really good, like, parry and counter mechanics in it, but they didn't function most of the time because they were great in small-scale combat. but that was also the first Star Ocean where they're like, and it was like a 6 or 8 person party combat. So they introduce the mechanics, and then you ignore them for the rest of the game because you have so many people you can't actually effectively engage any of them.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not.
Also, we somehow managed to finish that game in 23.5 hours, followed by 30 minutes exactly of credits, making it exactly a 24-hour stream.
If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
The third eyes do not blink, and as I recall, they don't really function as eyes either. We asked Mistari about them in the past.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope.
Yes, we like you so much, we're totally happy to kill you now.
Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future!
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
And of course, because they found us in the sacred spring where she's supposed to cleanse herself, if all of this fails, they will just argue that it failed because we polluted the process. I need to finish it as well, Overload manga, but I was actually really enjoying it.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple? Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Verga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them? Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
No one's meant to get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Ooh, I wonder if Fidelio and Basilio might encounter whatever the secret is. And, oh man, there's a couple ways it could play out. It could either change their view of sanctism so much that they're less of an issue for us, or it could result in them getting killed for having learned something they shouldn't.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Ugh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this.
Love you so much. I'm still on post-game of your Arena run. I freaking adore it too. I still have my PS1 discs for it, and I did buy the remaster of it, but I haven't even opened it yet because part of me wanted to stream it, but part of me doesn't want to try and tackle another game that big for a while. Metaphor is... I mean, I'm going to be on the seasonal thing, which means 2 months on, that's 24 shows, disregarding Virtual Couch. So, if I can't fit inside 24 shows, I need to not be doing it. Time to learn Sage in 14. Time to learn the good healer. It's very, very easy. You just do better than other healers. Job's done.
Lady Juna.
I can't. I'll still trust a white mage over most things, but Sage is pretty much my secondary trust in that game. A big part of what I like about Sage is it's incredibly proactive. A huge amount of the play is knowing what you're fighting, knowing when it's going to do things, and already having done all your shit in advance. As opposed to reacting after things happen.
Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
It's literally his job. Like Sage, we don't vibe with their MP mechanic that much. I mean, honestly, even if I'm going like absolutely balls to the wall on Sage, I don't find I have to do much more than just activate Lucid Dreaming every so often and have no issues with MP.
Haha, yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
Oh dear.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. You don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought, and more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
We are conscripting Batlin-ish.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
I just want to point out, Juna, you are now free. You could start untying us too. You have hands. You can use them. Right? Oh, we make such a great team, Fidelio.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that? Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last.
She's a diva, she doesn't do anything but sing and dance. So,
considering the size of the island,
dance
there's
the ropes
only
off.
the one settlement. The chief's young too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Yeah, it's great like that.
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Well, you don't know her, Hulkenberg. She might not be all that innocent.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world?
I appreciate the snarl he actually has on his model too right now. Are we hunting Salk instead? Well, apparently we are. But I already fed you to him, so I guess it doesn't really matter for you.
Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
There's some very odd shadowing happening. Kind of right. Well, I guess in his view, it's like right here on his face. And I'm not sure what's triggering that.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Hulk just wants to try Dragon Steak. You are probably absolutely correct.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Speaking of steak.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to...
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
Part of it got stuck in place through his face? Possibly. It definitely has an odd look. I'm not sure what was causing it. They do have a lot of those weird background particles, but I'm pretty sure those are kind of camera-based as opposed to enviro.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough.
Insufficient A's in your steak, Reaper.
We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need. No exceptions. Right, my friend?
Hulkenberg and Chie walk into a steakhouse. Everyone else runs out in fear. Your steak must have 9 A's to be an appropriate steak.
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
But consider dragon hamburger. Actually, I'm gonna have to tinker with it, but one of the emotes I was working on was just a proper 13 Sentinels consider. Something that could be paired with just any other emote.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Fidelia's totally gonna kill us in her sleep one day. Hi, Denny.
Please, help my sister.
Wait, he's...
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
Hulk.
No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What? Are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
I have a GIF emote that's just Hulkenberg eating, mirroring this in. Honestly, I actually had plans to make a Hulkenberg eating emote, a nom like that. And then Fiche happened to make that and drop it on us as a surprise. I was like, well, I guess I don't need my own nom now. So I stopped.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
Yes, we, the escaped prisoners.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me. Because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Don't get lost in the woods and don't get eaten.
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Whatever you do, do not remove his giant helmet because, my god, we don't need any more religious issues here.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
She has a very interesting helmet.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
Quick, marry his brother and your family and he can trust you. And which one of us exactly is meant to marry Basilio?
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Send me to the dungeon.
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lads, and such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties.
Huh, I just noticed he actually has his fingernails painted green to match the bit of green like eyeshadow and stuff.
Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader.
Hulkenberg will remember this.
Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
Nope, let's do the thing.
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith!
If they've the strength to overcome the Templar's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
We're getting her back and Hulkenberg will eat the curse. And it will be delicious.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going.
Thinking Denny needs to be a member of our cabinet? I would certainly like having someone on to represent the Mastari. I mean, given that there is no crossover in the races on our actual party yet, we've definitely got room for Mastari.
Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
Hey, Dark Holy Constantine, how you doing? How you been? What you been up to?
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Broilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Yeah, oh, she's gonna get to experience that, I bet, at some point with us.
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
God, I hope they weren't listening in.
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
I'm good now, just been working. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm glad to hear you're well. Work.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Things two have grown on me a lot, I have to admit.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the lance.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got two problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
I hope it's real.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
You heard nothing.
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Imagine being the red dragon again. You mean the one from that first cave? That'd be great. It's like, oh man, they ruined my vacation, so I came home, and now they're back.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
All right, soon we'll have freedom to do things.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
I wonder what kind of place the Dragon Temple is.
We gotta prep.
Let's stock up what we need on the island first. When you're ready, the gauntlet runners on the eastern beach of the island.
What's going on?
Well, none of these people are going to like us or be happy with us being here, I'm sure. I don't know if anyone will even sell to us. But it is technically a new town, and a new town means that maybe, they might have...
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
The Rock is here too. Will they sell me anything interesting? Well, they've got a tavern, which means they probably have an info dude. Huh, rotating door, nice. Or perhaps not.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Nope, nobody here with info. Okay.
Leave it out, mate. Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Let's see, looks like we've got some shops. Okay, good lord, that went up a lot higher than I expected. Alright, armor shop, what do you got? Yes, no info, just drunks. Ah, it's both the shops.
What have we got here?
Apparently even these guys will sell me at a discount thanks to Brigitte. Do I have anything to appraise? No, we finished all that. Good. Do I still have to sell? 72,000 worth because you've got creepy things like the sucker.
Now then.
Okay, so now that we're sitting on a lot of money, let's see how far it actually goes here. And the answer is probably going to be not very far because the last place cost us about 200,000, so I expect this place to cost us roughly double that. You know how it is. And I see your sacrifice, BB guy. Vent to the chair as requested. It is sated for now. Ooh, hey, hang on. We're actually on no, we got 20% off right now. What day of the week is it? Arbor's Day. Ooh, close. Not quite, but we're close.
What now?
2 more days we'll have a better discount. So
we
we'll
go
do our
here?
shopping then. Well, let's at least see what we've got going on. Okay, they've got some pretty solid stuff. Plenty of attack power. Oh, getting up into the 300s. Okay. Now, they have anything that we actually... Damn. Increase the strength of synthesis skills that cost 0 MP. Okay, that's very specifically a faker thing. That's fair. 64 grand. I'll have to grab that. Man, yeah, these are sizable increases in power. Prevent rage. That's nice. Okay, so the weapons will be relatively expensive, but not super terrible to do. How about the armor? Okay, that is decent defense and a lot of evasion, and that makes me happy. These things have higher defense, but they don't have the evasion, and the evasion goes a long way. This, oh, greatly increase evasion against dark. Oh god, it's something to stick on the goddamn cleric when we go to that. All stats up 3, big evasion boost against dark. I think I'm just gonna stick everyone in this though, pretty much. Except for Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg already has a bunch of HP from her, so that increase in evasion will do well for everyone. For most people, it's also a defensive boost, so call that good. Bunch of defense with endurance. Cool. That has a sizable chunk of evade on it. Okay. I do like my evasion. Let's see. Increased evasion versus fire, ice, electric, wind. Well, I guess we're just going to buy all 4 of those, too. We'll just do it in a couple of days when we can grab everything on a steeper discount. So I guess the question's going to be is what do we do? Looks like they want me to go to the temple regardless. I wonder if... Probably have to go once to get things going before I can opt to do anything else. What kind of other stuff do we have here? Oh, well, there's more.
Now, where was I?
I think I actually need to pop into Academia for something. I believe the stuff to do with masks has to be done here.
Would you look at this?
Oh, seems you have another new ally, and this time quite the unexpected character at that. Traveler's Awakenings revealed a new archetype called the Masked Dancer. Holds a power both unique and interesting. I prepared a new special experiment to enhance its potential to the highest level.
Now then.
Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means. I'm very lonely here, and I could talk for a very, very long time.
Special experiments. Special experiments menu has been unlocked in Academia. Use special experiments to create items that certain archetypes utilize during battle. You can get the materials necessary for special experiments from enemies in battle.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Special experiments options. What do we got? Seeker Mask, we've already got one of. Magic Seeker's Mask. Okay, equipped to use Adept Seeker skills. Adds resistance to wind and weakness to fire. Oh, so we can tailor our resistances some too. Took you so long to find this? Really? They mentioned it when we got her on the team. Wait, did they? Now I'm trying to remember if they actually mentioned this when she joined the team, because I got the masks. I started getting mask parts before I ever got her. So the second we got the masked dancer and they, like, I could see that she was equipped with one, I was like, oh, okay, so that's what the stuff I was finding was about. There's warrior, resistance to fire, weakness to wind. She can do thief. Now, there's a lot that we don't have, and some of them are shared between bits and pieces. Nice. I appreciate that these are also actually Arcana. They haven't really made use of that anywhere else, but Fool, Magician, the Moon, the Priestess, Strength, the Emperor, Hierophant, Justice. It's like, it's all Arcana parts. Well, in order to have options, I see no reason not to go ahead and grab the better version of the Seeker, so she's got some slightly better options. For science! No, that's my kind of trophy. So they managed to stick Persona right in. Yeah, she's the real MC. Apparently it's Juna, not me.
What now?
Okay, Juna, let's take a look here. Ah, but you can't, if you're going to wear them, you have to give up your accessory slot in general. Oh, hang on, there's the rainbow scale we got. All stats plus 5. Nice. Alright, let's go with the Magic Seeker. There we go. Yeah, she's got better spells available now. And this is clearly the one that does status effects, but I'm not big on status effects. Debuffs, sure. Debuffs are a nice solid guarantee, but not so much status effects. Giving up your accessory slot is kind of low. It is, but consider it like this. I can basically use the accessory slot to provide her with strengths or weaknesses, or if we just pop this thing off entirely. Oh, actually, okay, no. So she does have innate strengths and weaknesses. They just aren't reflected while the mask is on. So the mask doesn't add them, it completely changes them. Heart Shadow Man, thank you for 64 months and welcome back. I appreciate Jeff Bezos' money. How are you this evening? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm just about out of tea. Yeah, so it looks like it's a complete overwrite. That being the case, though, it does mean if you at least know what's coming, you can make you can take measures to kind of alter the resistances and stuff you're dealing with. Oh, well, have a good luck, and good luck with 14. Oh crap, that's right. It's like 1 week until the patch. I gotta get in, clean my inventory up, and get unburnt out so I can raid. I am so burnt out. so burnt out. I need to correct my my party. Get Heisme back in here proper. Actually, Stroll is who I was considering taking out, but he's filling the merchant slot right now. Burning out on 14 is easy. I mean, I've been playing a lot for a few years, so I went at it really hard when the expansion came out, and then I stuck around after that for more stuff and did the first round of raiding and whatnot. And so I'm definitely just kind of, with everything else, I've got enough going on that I kind of don't want any game that's just like, hey, do these things daily, or hey, do these things weekly. I'm like, go away. Go away and shut up. I have other things to do. You leave me alone. 10 years of playing 14 without a static. I dropped out for about 6 years, I think. And then I came back after Shadowbringers, but before Endwalker. And then caught everything up. Started over from scratch. I'm all out of drink. We definitely need to fix her gear by comparison. Ours, oh, well, that's a huge amount of increase right there. She need a new fan for sure, but... Shell vest. What did the shell vest do? I need to go through and sell a few things.
Nice!
That at least gets her stats caught up more. Have a good night, Wolfenbach. Rest well. Only dailies do it for Xbox points, and that's because they'll eventually give me $100 to use. I don't do anything that asks me for dailies, like, period. It's pretty much for me a hard rule at this point. I will not engage with anything, any system that asks time of me on its schedule and not mine. That has become a hard and fast rule for me. Alright, we'll have to tinker with classes a bit now that other people can also access the Masked Dancer too. I'll probably leave it just on her for now, because, I mean, Waffles is kind of busy. Oh, I gotta get more ranks in Gallica. Guess I'm gonna have to go do some Assassin as well. Which means doing Thief, which he has not started. That'll take a little bit. And at some point in here, I should probably actually get people on Seeker, because no one's really done anything with it. I think we've got the one at 10, and that's like the highest one. Yep, that is definitely the highest one. Yeah, okay. Kind of good with him being on Wizard for the moment, but you know... I should get him over to Faker, though. Probably. I don't know. Wizard works for the moment. Let's consider it lucky that he can actually hit weaknesses right now. Alright, I have run out of drinks, so I'm gonna go get one of those, and I guess I'll just leave you with the bizarre image that is her current archetype. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes with a fresh drink, and then we'll go, I guess, head towards the dungeon. Doesn't seem like it's going to let me leave to do anything else yet, so that's what we'll be doing. I'll be right back. It's staring into your soul? Excellent! As it should. Alrighty. Oh, and while we're briefly on break here, a couple of quick things. We are now partnered over on the YouTube side. Now we can get memberships over there, which I'm set the price point at 99 cents because it's just emotes. So, yeah, if you do the emotes, or the YouTube side want emotes, it's dirt friggin' cheap. And for those who may have missed it on the social end of things, I am dropping Twitter at the end of this week and terminating my account with extreme prejudice. Which also means I'm deleting my entire post history and pretty much everything else. So I'll be found in other places, which are not there. Blue Sky and Mastodon, and of course, the Discord. However, if you're not already in the Discord right now, you cannot join at the moment. I have blocked all further entry for the time being due to things that happened. Yes, things. Suffice it to say, I will continue to be very, very careful about the kinds of people who make their way in there. That is all. And if you arrived late and totally missed it, Marathon, Saturday. 24 hours of metaphor. We're going really, really heavy on the streaming this week. We gotta make progress, because I gotta be done this game before the end of this month, because I'm not streaming next month. Let's get back to it.
Oh. You'll come.
I'm out of here. Yes, things. Things and events. Things and stuff. Yeah. How do the emotes look over on that side, Reaper? They look like they're kind of between the min and mid size for Twitch. They're using a different size scale, so I might actually have to redo some of the emotes a little bit for the best effect.
What's it now?
Hero's Leaf of Light Seed. Sure, I'll buy one.
What do you want to do?
Whoa.
I have money. I'll take it. What else do you all sell?
Oh, it's you!
Sell premium exports? I don't think I have the stats for... my wisdom was erudite or higher.
Hey,
I'd be able to shop here. Okay, so I'm too dumb to shop here. Look alright to me, my ability to tell is rather suspect. Well, as long as they don't look terrible, it's a good place to start. And this guy has giant worm meat. No, I got plenty of that from one of the places I ran around. Giant's Rip. That is... Good lord, these are expensive. You know what? I'm going to rely on the fact that I'm often on merchant... Oh, wow. Okay, no. 5,400 for Fiend Flower Nectar, and I've got 34 of them because... Merchant! Merchant with high luck. Always dropping items. That being the case, I think I'll not buy any of these, and there's probably a better chance that I'll just get them for free in the field anyways. So, never mind. Goodbye. Let's get out of here. Oop, someone here sells water, though. What kinds of water do you have? I do not have Queen's Honey. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, those are really good, too. Alright, I'll take the 3 of those. But goddamn. 10k for a jar of honey. Well, I'm a merchant, so fuck it. I'll take it. 'Cause we like that. What's 20,000 in the grand scheme to anyone who's maining merchant, right?
I won't be forgetting that.
Slap a few things around in a dungeon. Oops, there's all my money back.
Really now?
Ooh, hello, we have someone here who sells meat.
Welcome.
What kind of meat? Monster bone. Morricone meat, not bad. I'll take a little more of that. Oh, hang on. White peach turnip was the missing ingredient for one of the major recipes we got, so we'll just grab that. Sorry, the CLZ-gasm is not one over there. I'm marking you up because you're an outsider. It's fair, they very well might be. I'll grab a few of these just in case. Alright, now we at least have a selection of stuff.
Huh?
Alright, let's do the thing. Yeah, merchant and just killing things in dungeons is just cash all over. It's great.
All ready for departure? Time to save that bally damsel in distress, eh?
I wonder if I can't teleport around during this stuff because we have Fidelio and Basilio with us.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Verga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
This place here.
I mean, it's just...
Here's
looks like it's
where
just
we
one
are
day.
now.
We'll pass by something that seems worth checking out.
This place here.
There are probably some bounty type things we could do in the area as well.
Here's where we are now.
But let's just go straight for this for now. Looks far. How long will it be? Yeah, the current stable. We'll get there within the day.
You would pursue peril.
We have no time to waver. Are you prepared?
Actually, can I kill a couple of days here? I wouldn't mind killing a couple of days and doing our shopping on the cheap day.
Good night.
But I don't know if they're going to give me a... Did we check the weather? Since it's arriving within the same day, there's no need to. We can already see what the weather is right now, and it's fine. Ah, the hell with it. Let's just go in. We'll do some work. If I gotta bounce out, we'll let time pass and do our shopping when the days move on.
Now then.
Let's at least just ram our face into it for the moment and see what we get.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho then.
Capital. Have you the temple fast and you can say divine relic.
So we bring the fight to them.
Alright, we're off. Let's keep our wits about us. We mean to force you in with bad weather. It's the first available chance you have. Also, heat wave. Well, I've read the... So does anyone add any new books? Nope, no new books. We finished everything that's there. We need more wisdom to be able to shop there. We could work on our eloquence. It is the next closest thing to being finished, so let's work on that a little bit. Actually, I should check. I should check the pantry and then see about some cooking because now we have white peach turnip.
What's this?
Mellow milk, fragrant spice. Sure, I'll take them. Now let's see. What was the ingredient? Now, what was this for? Oh, right, the sweeter than poison. 200 MP and poison cure. I've only got the one thing of goblet shrooms. What the hell. It's a good emergency item to have.
Okay, so...
Apparently we're going to cook with Juna. Let's skip that because we've seen how
Wait a
she cooks
second.
already. Vaguely terrifying. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and read Pride and Persuasion again and learn terrible, terrible things about how to not talk to people. Are gauntlet shrooms just mold on the runner? Don't ask things you don't want to know the answers to.
All right.
So close. Our eloquence will climb
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Verga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister magla.
Sounds like a fun place.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
Think his leg's still hurting.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No. And keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
You see, I don't look forward to the day that we have to actually fight them because I feel like Basilio is going to feel so betrayed. Fidelio will be expecting it, but Basilio, it's going to break his heart.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with Magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, Magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished? Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on.
Juna has an elder goblin sending you visions. Yeah, it would explain the journal, wouldn't it?
We're off.
All right, team. Let's go. Oh, good God. We're going to be tired by the time we reach the top of the steps. Why does that look disturbing?
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure Magla.
Looks like it's got internal organs on the externals.
We shall force our way through, if we must.
The wood turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done.
Hey, Carter, how are you?
Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You're burning up! Why?
Allow me.
He was wounded against the human we fought out at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. Tis infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
So probably not doing the dungeon today.
Basilio? Are you gonna listen to me or not?
No, this makes sense. So, we'll basically have to go back. We'll have to get him treated. Basilio's going to stay with him, which takes the two of them kind of out of the equation. And because they're out of the equation, we will then gain access back to teleporting, etc., and we can go about things as usual. When the artist and Blue Sky care if a non-artist joins, why would you even ask that? It's not like it's an art platform. It's social media. Like, were you under the impression it's just for artists? I mean, it's basically just like old era Twitter.
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Somewhat. Oh, gotcha. Well, no, to be fair, a lot of artists have been jumping ship to Blue Sky. I've generally found it kind of feels like a majority of people have jumped ship to Blue Sky, but the very tech-minded people I know tend to wind up on Mastodon instead.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now.
somebody maybe just knock Basilio out for a moment, please? Yes? Yes.
We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Oh, he dead? He tapped Ajax. Yeah, pretty much.
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
What? Right, got it.
Genuinely wish more people would jump ship already. Nothing against those that don't. Wish we'd get more numbers migrating. I mean, it's gotten bad enough that my, I think I gained like 500 followers over a weekend with people migrating. And I see more engagement there at this point than I do on Twitter, even though Twitter still has like, I've got like 3 times the followers there. It's just a useless waste. So.
Hey.
So I'd rather not waste time on continuing to do anything there where it's of no real use or value. Oh, time to actually voice Basilio. Well, I'm sorry, Basilio, but you get the redneck voice. Hey, Gray, how's Dale doing? You can help him, right? It was a good thing you came back immediately. One night more of this, he would be lost. The rest easy, boy. I have treated him with both magic and material cures. A good hardy purpose constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever. Oh, okay, that's good to hear. However, he'll stay on bed rest even once the fever is down. If he pushes himself too far too fast, he will never walk on that leg again. Oh god, Denny needs a voice. I do not have one for him. Oh, Denny has not had a voice. You know, I don't think we have a Scruffy yet. What should we do for him? Dust? I don't think he looks that old. I'm sure we'll find someone old enough to warrant it. No real use or value, just like its owner. Tish, but yes. When in doubt, Prinny dude. I don't know how talkative he's gonna be. That is a dangerous voice to do without knowing. Taking a look over the list. We've had enough characters that a lot of voices are actually in use at this point. Anyone know how much he talks? Wait, hold on. We haven't had a Zap Brannigan yet. Good-looking blonde man in charge? I think we found him. Don't know how much he'll talk, but I'm pretty sure we can make this one work. What can go wrong, huh? Can't just become your rival or something. There'll be lots of scenes. Oh my god, Pokemon Sun killed me for that. Justice, that is true. We also do not have a Justice Jackman yet. I don't know, Jackman or Zap? What do we want to do? Do I actually want to know how much? Actually, sure. Also, good to see you, Flying Churro. How you been? But yeah, is he going to be a common speaker? That'll help determine what voice we give him. Doesn't talk a ton, especially past this point in the story. Alright, Denny. I think you're a Prinny. Sounds like we can get away with it. That's if I can still do it. It's been a while.
Prinny, dude!
I'd listen to her if I were you, dude.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And actually, there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on.
I see.
Giant tree in the temple, dude? I didn't see it when I was in the area. It's grown that much in such a short time. It might be magla exposure. And temple's positively leaking the stuff. It's been a wild ride for you. Well, I hope you're doing well. It's been pretty nuts here too. I've been like on and off Twitch a lot over the last couple of years. I think my longest break wound up being like 285 days off air. I believe I understand, dude. If your aim is to destroy a tree, concoction known to the ancients as a potion of blight might be the wisest choice, dude. Not necessarily bad, wild, I'm all right. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Truth be told, dude, no record of the ingredients needed to make it. All I know is they're not found on this island, dude. I've heard that something that induces thirst is needed, dude. If you could bring me that, I'll try my hand at concocting the potion of blight, dude. Oh my god, this voice. Ready, dude. Oh. Cannot maintain it for long periods at all, which is why we have to be careful what characters we give it to. We made the mistake in Pokemon Sun of giving it to our rival on the assumption that, like a lot of other Pokemon games, he wouldn't be around that much. He was around so much.
Understood.
We'll track them down. If we want to get into the temple, we have to do something about that tree.
Let's give it a shot.
Ancestral solution. A solution to our issue. I need to obtain an ingredient for the potion of blight. I wonder where such a rare item could be found. Batlin or the informant at Golden Deer Hearth might know more. Golden Deer Hearth. Isn't that basically the name of the original inn in Etrian Odyssey? So we need Gamer Girl Bathwater. No, we do not. Nobody needs that.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Lady Junior. Way I see it, someone's got to stay and look after Dale. Don't be silly, boss. Of course you should stay with him. You know he'd chase right after us otherwise. Well, I hate to say it, but we're short on time as it is. I think you lot might have to handle all this temple shit alone. Religious bathwater. Well, at least we know where to find that. Seems our debts are piling up, huh? You'll pay us back eventually, with your wife. I'll call in those favors eventually. Golden Deer Pub. There you go. Yeah, I remember the Golden Deer. Oh man, I want to play Etrian Odyssey. Well, this is about when Dell would say something like, hey, they're gonna run off with the land, so waste them all. But me, yeah, I don't think you lot are so bad. I trust you.
Yeah.
So we'll hang about here and you sort out the lands and, well, Priestess Girl and all, if you like. Can't exactly turn my back on your sister after all you done for my own brother, now can I? Fidelio could stand to learn a lot from you, if you ask me.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can leave it to us. And fed to the chair. Thank you for your sacrifice. I wonder how much of her hair is, like, how much of that is really her hair?
On,
she said she uses glamours.
King draws nearer.
People keep doubting when I say there's Etrian DNA in this. The funny thing, though, is if you actually look at like the development history, Alice itself is like not involved in the development of early Etrian Odyssey at all. It was Lankhars and other studios, which is why you'll find a surprising amount of Etrian Odyssey 2's DNA in Zonky Zero. A giant tree is blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. I'm very much looking forward to covering it in the Potion of Blight.
Thoughts?
Don't get ahead of yourself, love. We still don't have all the ingredients. It seems there's something about it that makes it tough to gather all of them here on the island. I miss Zonky Zero. Me too, but Daimyo's made it very clear he apparently wants to VC it. Indeed. It would seem we have no choice but to track those down first. A maddening delay when both the priestess and the lance we seek sit inside the temple beyond our reach.
True.
We have no idea how big the temple is on the inside, nor what manner of enemies await within. It will likely be more difficult than any of our previous endeavors. Oh my god, yes, Zonky Zero and VC. He apparently really wants to. I think it'll take us like a year to get through it, but he really wants to. How is the kitten gonna gurgle the sound of potato allergy? He'll find a way.
Let's focus.
So we still have the bigger one of obtaining Dracodios, which obviously we're not technically able to do at the moment. A mission with a deadline has begun. You can chart a course to the Dragon Temple by visiting the Round Table in the Gauntlet Runner, which is parked on the beach
choice
of Urga Island. Thank you for the gift sub to Overlord Manga Reaper. Much appreciated. Manga, welcome back. Enjoy your science mug and emotes. We have new emotes lately. I added a few a couple weeks back. Be cautious of scorching heat, inclement weather that may occur around Urga Island. The priestess Yufa is trapped in the Dragon Temple. Rescue her and obtain Dracodios before the day you depart for Altabury. The ingredient of the potion of blight, which causes things to wither.
Really?
We should start out by asking people in the village if they know anything about the potion's ingredient. We could do that, but maybe I could go hang out with people instead.
Hey.
Is that an option? See, Barden wants to hang out with me. Barden's cool. Dejected man.
What are my options here?
Oh God. Well, I know a voice of music for him then. That fool. I told her how dangerous it was. Aren't you the outsiders who promised to save Lady Yufa? If only you'd come a little earlier, and a reckless fool of a sister might still be alive.
What?
Did she pass away? You want to talk about it? God, it sounds so rude coming from her in that voice. Well, she was always a bit strange, very interested in monsters. So she left home one day and set off towards the den of them just to satisfy her curiosity. She really was a fool. This happened so many times the people of the island gave up on her. She'd come back unscathed every time before, but her luck is bound to run out. There's been no news for ages. Ugh.
Please, I beseech you.
Would you be willing to avenge her? I'd sleep easier if you'd go to the Spire of Blind Faith and slay the monster there. The Spire of Blind Faith. That's the name for a place.
God, I am grateful.
Thank you. I'm truly in your debt. And maybe this way her soul will find solace. There's a bird-like monster called the Leogron that lords over the tower. I think that's what most likely, well, you know, killed her. Probably. You should ask the informant in the tavern for the specific location of the Spire of Blind Faith, and while you're at it, some information on the monster.
Please, I beseech you.
I don't mean to send you into harm's way, but you seem capable enough, so, you know, please help her rest in peace.
Let's give it a shot.
Pique curiosity, and that's... Oh, 90,000 bucks, 3 jeweled roots, courage, and what is that, 6.5 pips on the scale? Nice. How tragic. Let's kill that monster for him after we go to speak to the island informant. And see if there's a bounty for this thing, too. Because that would certainly help us out. Tangentially related to earlier, and anyone know, do you happen to know of any gallery website that might be used nowadays in the industry? I know of ArtStation, but I think I heard that one blew up. Oh God, ArtStation. Yeah, ArtStation's dead. ArtStation is like endless parades of AI slop at this point. It's worthless. Unfortunately, I don't know that I know any other place, if you're talking about like putting a portfolio up, I don't know what really took over in lieu of ArtStation when it melted down.
All right then. Go.
No body probably alive? Oh, she's totally gonna be alive.
Well, isn't this a
Cheers.
dilemma?
Oh, you're the one who's to save the priestess, are you not? Nice to know they're good people outside the island. Afraid I have nothing material to give you in return, but I can share my knowledge with you. Ask me and I'll tell you all that I know. You see, I once lived outside the island and worked as an informant. I am now but a humble fisherman, but my knowledge of the surrounding area is still unmatched.
Fancy a bit of info?
So what do you say? Is there anything you'd like to learn more of?
Hey!
Really, Aethervang? I've never heard of it. I know a lot of professional artists. Which immediately just makes it kind of suspect to me. Hey, do you happen to know where we might get ingredients for a potion of blight? We needed to save the priestess. Yes, that predicament. I've already looked into it myself, but I apologize. I wasn't able to find any useful information here on this island. I've heard you may have better luck finding what you need in the royal capital. There should be an informant there. I'm sure they'll be glad to do business with you. Okay, so at least we can just teleport back.
Okay!
Got it. That makes sense, seeing how the royal capital is just full of unique things from all over. Let's check in with the city's informant. Well, what info do you have, though? Ingredients of the island. Sure. What do you got?
Cheers.
Now, you want some ingredients from Verga Island? Butcher used to have a good variety of fish, but see how the weather's all strange? All's not as good these days, so right now there's only monster bone and white peach turnip available. Why vegetables, you ask? The islanders leave these in exchange for buying goods. That'd be because we islanders don't really use money amongst each other. Used to sell limp goldfish too, but I'm not so sure about that now. If you need it though, there's definitely some at the village nearby. When you visit the water shop, I hear they sometimes sell Queen's honey jar. Ingredients from Verga Island are delicious. Buy as much as you can carry and make some good food with them, will you? Limp goldfish. While you're at it, why not start growing your own food? Over the market's a shop that sells plant seeds. Give it a look. I look forward to the recipe that involves limp goldfish as an ingredient. Ah, the Ujief stall that only sells herbs.
Cheers.
In Browhaven, there's this Ujief-run shop you'll know by all the cauldrons. We've been there. I mentioned this before, but I used to live outside the island way back when, so I know some things. It's over on Starbreeze Street, but the shopkeeper's an old miser, and all he claims he's selling is medicinal herbs. In truth, he's hidden away some interesting stuff for sale and harvested from the remains of monsters, useful for experiments and, of all things, cooking. If the Navy knew he was selling those dodgy items, they'd have him strung up, so he's extra cautious who he sells to. Not much chance getting to show you what he's really got for sale, but maybe having a mutual friend would change that? Alright. I like how the more Mystari we see, the more their helmets look like buildings. I know. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone who had a keep on their head. Alright, the Phantom Avian of the Spire. What do you got?
Want in on this?
Place near the Spire. Oh, there's a place known as the Spire of Blind Faith down south. No one dares go near it, though. Technically, it isn't all that far from this island, but due to the way the currents flow, one must approach it by circling about from the north. Huh. Huh.
But wait, that's...
The Spire of Blind Faith. It's like it's at the very edge of the ocean.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Oh yeah, no, the leader was absolutely Lord Rookhead. Worse yet, they say a monster dwells within the tower. It supposedly resembles a large bird with vivid plumage. Might be that it's just overly cautious, but the closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best to attack from as far away as possible from the rear.
You don't say.
If we make good use of our information, we might be able to attack without getting too close.
Just between us.
Seems like it's vulnerable to fire and pierce attacks. Oh, well. Hulkenberg time. And the Monsters of Dragon Temple. Sure, what do you got?
Cheers.
So you're off to save our priestess? I'll give you all the information I know. You'll find all manner of monsters over there. All are dangerous, but be especially wary of the moving stone statues and Spectos. Swords and spears don't work against either of them. Spectos reflect bows and the like as well, apparently. There's also huge tree-like monsters. I believe they're called Alentos.
Just between us.
Alentos, the fresh maker. What's tricky is that there are different types of Alentos. The green one's weak to fire, but for the others, fire won't work at all. Lastly, I hear the green ones can use wind magics to hold your ground.
Come again anytime.
That's about it. Stay extra vigilant. Oh, we bought out... Oh, no, now he's got another thing.
Cheers.
As for nearby villages, there's Salento. It's on a small island northwest of here. They sell bath salts like Uncle Electro's Wonder Salts and Niflheim Plunge, as well as limp goldfish. They also sell something called Hero's Jeweled Root, though I couldn't tell you what the point of it is. All I know is that it's some kind of mysterious four-leaf fruit. Sometimes it's got Magala, sometimes it doesn't. I wonder if they even sell. I think that about does it. If you're the sightseeing type, go out to see the giant hole at the sea bottom. Worth it for the stories. Okay, now we bought all the info he's got.
Well,
But it sounds like we're basically just going to
Where to?
back up to Grand Trad. Actually, I'm
Let's
gonna pop
go.
into the recruitment center and double check bounties and stuff. Are they 12-year-old Alentos and are they lime flavored? Excuse me. They were lemon flavored and they were delicious. And
Look
yes, I
at
ate them
that.
all.
Look. Yep.
What do we got? What do we got? Oh, no. Gotta actually talk to the person. What do you have for me?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything new? Ah. Psyocropos Ruffian Ringleader for 90,000. Don't mind if we do. Informant at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Tragedy to have more details.
Uh-huh.
I'll take it. Have a good lunch, Gentleman Luna. Hey, Scarlet, what's up? You're online today? Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? It is a Tuesday. Tuesday is a show day, and therefore I am here. You enjoy finishing the game? There's a cave near Grand Trad that used to be used by bandits. Some goblins chased them out, and it's a goblin nest now. It seems like the goblins are imitating the bandits and are attacking merchants and travelers. Can't leave them be. On top of that, the goblins seem to be following the orders of this one-eyed beast. Well, you take it out before they cause any more damage? Oh yeah. For 90,000, we got it. Thanks for your help. Truth be told, we've already had a number of bounty hunters come running back, tail between their legs. Goblins are in a cave called Scoundrel's Hold near Grand Trad. The village Ligno's on the way. I'm not even gonna comment. They're supposed to have some real nice stuff there. Let's save up before going if I were you. As for details about the Cyclopean beast, the Psychropos. That's a weird one. Oh, the informer should know a thing or two. As proof you've taken down the bounty, bring back the enormous eyeball. With that, you'll get a reward. I'm counting on you, you know.
Let's do it.
Also 6.5. Yum. Money. Money, money, money.
Ooh.
Just past the village. It's on the way, so why not stop by? That's probably where I'll,
Here's where we are now.
it's probably actually where I'll set myself up for the night. Make a little bit of cash.
All right, then. Where to?
Okay, let's drop by
Go.
the Honeybee Inn.
Fancy a bit
Okay,
of
this dude. You should have new info for me. Okay, there's some old one. Scoundrel's Hold is the new one. There we go. Potion of Blight, Grand Trad, and the Village Trading, which I haven't bought either. Alright, let's talk with the new monster.
Want in on this?
Scoundrel's Hold is a den for all sorts of riffraff. It's once home of bandits, but since been claimed by a horde of goblins. From what I understand, the goblins drove away the bandits who first settled there, and they preyed on any travelers unlucky enough to pass through. Yeah, the other guy told me this already, guy.
Really?
Give me better. I read about them at the recruitment center. Are they really as wily as they say? Yeah, they're clever little bastards. The den was originally built by bandits, so pursuing the goblins within may prove to be tricky.
Just between us.
And it won't be just goblins you need to worry about. It's also the one-eyed Psychropos there that's said to be in charge of the lot. Fighting the whole goblin horde would be suicide mission, so it's probably why the bounty is the Psychropos. Some of the goblin cronies are capable of using magic, and they won't hesitate if it means stopping you. Problem is, if you eliminate them first, Psychropos will have a meltdown, and good luck if that happens. So leave them alive and focus on disabling their magic while you take down the Psychropos. Spears and bows are effective here. That's about the extent of my information. Okay, well that'll be interesting. And the Potion of Blight.
What?
I've heard of this Potion of Blight. Some secret concoction from Verga Island, as I recall. I believe it's made with an ingredient known as parch water. Visit the general store in Sunshade Row. Comfort Concoctions, it's called. Heard they recently got some in stock. Alright. That gives us something to work with.
All right, then.
Let's go. And what is it you want? Huh?
Nope, I wasn't even ready. Welcome, I've newly stocked some parch water, so take a look. You say parch water? Give us. That's nice and cheap, too. We'll take it.
What's this?
This should be the main ingredient for the Potion of Blight. Let's get back to the island and bring this to a Denny so we can finally get past the tree blocking the Dragon Temple. Well, that was, quick. Wait, I have quests I can turn in? What quest do I have that I can turn in?
Well, stranger things have happened.
What now?
Oh, that's... Okay, literally just the one we're doing right now. Okay. Derp. Okay, obviously Save the Prince is continuing. Obtain Dracodios. It's disturbing that Save the Prince is only 7 stars, thus implying there's a whole lot more past him. I guess... Really, that puts us in the point of... Yeah, okay, 6.5 stars is kind of the... Actually, the bounties are higher rated than our current main quest. Still, I do like the sound of all that money. It sounds delicious. Parch water tastes great when flavored with some parchment. Oh, God. That's a mojito, jackass. Explode immediately. Yes. Oh, the temptation. We could also hang with Barden. What's our next rank with Barden get us? Ooh, commander slots to 3. And better chances of running away. I know we've got important things to do, but... Barden.
How can it be?
Gonna go see Barden. Actually, while I'm here,
Incredulous.
there is something I want to check.
All right, then.
Can I get to and from the nearby village without really passing time? Because I want to get some sugar.
Looks like everyone's
and
here.
That's where it's sold. Jack has to recalling Reaper Claymore again. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's where you want to go.
That a village?
We could replenish our stores there.
It's your call.
Okay, so it would cost me the day portion of today. Man, I don't know that I want to go and spend time like that for sugar. That'd be fair. That is a hell of a good healing item. And I got a lot of money. I'm gonna go buy a ton of sugar. Remember the stupid name again?
What the heck?
I was actually surprised you changed back to your normal one. Oh, no, what am I doing?
Let's...
Well, if we are going to travel for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and check the pantry.
What's this?
Mellow milk and fragrant spice, sure, whatever. And we'll just go ahead and... Ooh, you think we can get extra courage if we read Juna's book in front of her? Probably not. Alright, let's get some eloquence. Reading this terrible, terrible book.
Now then.
There we go. I am now an influencer.
Eloquence. What?
Well, I feel dirty.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
It's a very short trip, and every time I thought he was going to stop talking, he continued. Okay, gotta do some shopping.
Okay, then.
Okay, so We got the Fleeting Fountain of Youth, which increases agility by 2 if we actually use it in the bath, which we haven't been doing because we haven't really... We've been using other things for that time, but eventually we'll have more time to spend there, so... Perhaps I will just buy all that they have. Do I want to buy all that they have? That might be a bit much. I probably don't need that much. I'll just take roughly half of what they have. I want to save some money for shopping in the other city. That said, I will absolutely take a ton of that sugar, because those healing items are very good that we can make with it.
All right. Okay then.
Okay, and back we go. That's all we wanted. And now it is Metalzane night, and I'm hoping... Yes. Brigitte, we got our courage up. It is time. Thanks to reading that diary, it is time.
Isn't that...
Alonso's available. Maria's available. Oh, Maria's available at night. Ooh, we're to rank 7? What would rank 7 get me? Ooh, more XP. And, ooh, making extra dishes. Ooh, husband wants to hang out too. Brigitte. I don't know. I think it's Brigitte. Yeah, no, we're gonna hang with Brigitte. Man, we're gonna have to see Maria soon. We're gonna be able to finish that one before too long. But for now, we go see Brigitte. Now that we have the courage to deal with her more.
Ah, just you.
Oh, so it's you. You seem unscathed.
My apologies.
I'm sorry about last time. You weren't supposed to see me like that. But thanks to you, I've finally made up my mind. There's something I think you deserve to know. But telling you would mean drawing you into an all-out war, a campaign against sanctism itself. Oh, babe, I'm already there. With overflowing courage, I showed Brigitte I could match her resolve. Yes, there's a church that needs a lot of fire.
You.
I find myself still at a crossroads, yet look at you. My feelings got through.
Fine then.
You've helped me see what needs to be done. Will you accompany me? Yeah.
Thank you.
Off we go.
Here.
We use this facility for our own research. Specifically, we're trying to develop non-violent uses for igniters, make them something more than weapons. That should be decent enough revenge against the church. If I only expand my current trade, it'd only make their pockets fatter. So I thought I'd find a different approach. I hope that makes them mad.
How about that?
Won't that anger the church? Oh, naturally. So they send some killers after me. Who the hell cares? They knew the magic igniters would widen the gap. The strong would become stronger and the weak weaker. That's why I made igniters my occupation. I hated weakness. Most of all, I hated who I used to be. For my weakness, ignorance, and utter powerlessness.
But...
behind it, I did wish for a different future. A world without poverty, despair, or violence. Civilization does not flow backwards. People are not so clever that they would abandon the convenience. It's impossible to be without igniters.
As it is.
But if we're stuck with them, we can still make them safer and more practical. We've actually been working on a prototype for a while now. Hey, Nidiot, how's it doing? Good evening. And, wow, I don't know why the hell Automod... Wait, I don't even have Automod. Automod is literally off in this channel. How the hell did... Well, that's very strange. Hold a sec. I'm just going to write myself a note to double check on that because I've never had Automod on. So Automod activating on something is super bizarre.
Say.
Remember the early days? I asked you to slay the Guptaros? The route it had been stalking was our transport corridor for these prototypes. Oh, Well, I'm glad I took the job then.
Well,
My thanks.
We'd never have made such strides with development if you hadn't been helping. Honestly, though, even I'm surprised it's come this far. Goes against the church's cultural and mercantile monopoly, of course. They'll send their shadows after me, and they'll leave me a few new scars if I survive at all. Only one way I can think of to stop that. You'll have to take the throne and support our peacetime igniters over the lethal ones. Help them spread across the land. I've been thinking about your dream, this kinder world in your little novel. Oh, kinder world, what am I saying? Kinder world. I don't know. What the fuck? Thanks, brain. Totally failed me there. Escape the prison known as retail work? Oh, good. German. I know, right? I was like, oh yeah, the kinder world. Like, wait, no. They're talking about a kinder one. This child world. I mean, it's certainly kinder to the kids. You pop it open, there's a toy inside. See? Absolutely. Let's just pop the world open. I hear about people who live with mutual goodwill, respect, and equality. And I can't help but wish I lived in that world. I wanted to take that first step. I want to hope no matter what it costs me. My position, my fortune, or my life. Okay, well that is some serious determination.
Right.
You really are a determined person. In the end, it's not so hard once you come to a decision.
I believe in you.
Take the throne, Waffles, for me and for a new world. I can sense Brigitte's hope to change the world and her deep trust in me. Oh, so close to done.
You give me hope.
All right. They now sell more stuff, and oh, occasionally as one day ends and another begins, Brigitte will send a crate with funds. Brigitte will send us money. Awesome. It's a rare chance, but it can happen.
And then...
This facility has another purpose, you know. Igniters being one-sidedly destructive as they are, plenty of children or plenty of people have lost their homes to the violence, same as the village the church raised. So I'll hire them here and support them in the ways I can. I'm really glad I corrected my saying of children there, because otherwise she's just supporting child slavery right now. It's the least I can do to atone. Does that make us her sugar baby? I'm okay with this. We always liked Shady Lady. I parted ways with Brigitte and returned to the group. I feel like I've gotten more support from merchants all over the country thanks to Brigitte's direct endorsement. Ooh, we're 17th now. We've moved up a little bit.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yes, they go up to 8. So they're not as long and there are fewer of them, which honestly I think is actually better. It seems Brigitte sent me a letter and some money while I was out traveling.
Here.
Your exploits have reached my ears and it sounded like you could use some support. Tread carefully now. 15 grand. Shady Lady sent us 15 grand. I like it.
Damn.
Great. You finally have an idea where the lance is and there's a damned enormous tree in our way. Now, Priestess Yufa, I'm worried about her. If only we had the ingredients, we could get Adeni to whip up the potion of blight and we could go in there and find her.
Yes.
Right. We have not the time to approach this problem leisurely. Megla is so thick within that place it's practically visible to naked eye.
That's true.
It is no trifling matter. We need to search the interior of the temple, and we must do it soon. Yes, I know I have the stuff, but I'm busy. It's Idol's Day and there are sales, and probably Maria wants to see me. I hope Maria wants to see me.
We ought to proceed with caution.
How can it be?
Okay, Barden wants to see me, but does Maria want to see me?
Isn't that...
Maria doesn't want to see me. Why? Oh no! I have insufficient tolerance to deal with Maria. We must rectify this. And Catherine, I think we just don't know where she is right now. I'm going to need more tolerance. And my tolerance is... Oh, well, it's gonna take a little bit of work. That's okay. It's okay. Make it work. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Are you a different...
Pardon me?
Oh, no.
You there. You're those outsiders who say you're going to save the priestess, aren't you?
Your timing couldn't be better. Can I ask you to find something for me? I need some stones for my grandchild's first fishing trip.
Stones? What good is that going to do for fishing?
They're called polar stones. When put in a specially crafted doll's hands, they always point in a fixed direction. The doll is vital for navigation at sea.
Oh, compass.
But the stones weaken with time, so I'd like someone to bring me some new stones from the Dragon Temple.
Oh, yeah?
That's where you find these stones? Well, that's a ways off. Must be rough for the fishing industry.
Well, the truth is, we typically store our spare stones in our household. It's just that this time I offered all of them up to the temple. Legend has it the Dragon God loves the stones after all, and knowing how trouble it's been lately, I felt like I had to do something.
So you want me to go back to the temple and steal this? I have to go steal a gift back.
When I arrived to find the temple full of monsters, I turned back quickly, and of course, the stones scattered.
What a mess this
I can't
is.
tell anyone on the island I lost the stones, especially not my family, so you're my only hope. Please, seriously, fix my fuck up. I got you back.
Not finished yet?
Oh, truly, my word, the bravery of the young. In total, I lost 3 polar stones. I only really need a single one to build a doll. But it'd be an enormous relief to have the others if you can find them. I'll gladly give you an additional reward for each.
Well, now I have to find them all.
If I don't have the stones by the time my grandchild goes out fishing, there'll be no point, so I need them by August 30th. I should mention the stones shouldn't be that far in. After all, I didn't get far before I decided to run away. Like a bitch.
If that's the case, why don't we search the ground relatively close to the entrance?
Let's give it a shot.
Well, I mean, it'll pay 33 grand and give me some armor.
Oh.
Yep, and it's in the temple, obviously, which we know.
Let's help them out.
Anyway, we can't just abandon someone who's in need like this. When we have time, we should go look for the stones. More importantly,
All right then.
it's time to buy. Okay. All right. No. It's definitely not in any way a coincidence that the Golden Deer Hearth is here when we mentioned Etrian Odyssey. So, funny thing. My current season Diablo 4 Spiritborn is named after the girl who runs the weapons store in Etrian Odyssey 1. Her name's Shilika. Yeah, this place is definitely rocking a few references to Etrian Odyssey 1. Now it's not questionable.
Let's go.
We've a special...
Alright, let's buy everything. See, now it's 40% off. And everything is cheaper. I mean... Specific element. I only really need one. Well, let's start with the more expensive things. So let's see, that's for warrior types. We'll grab you while you're 48 grand. And that's for assassin types. Grab you. That's for fakers. We'll grab you. This is actually quite expensive. And the fan, we will grab you as well. She definitely needs it. Okay, that's all the things they have a limited amount of. And they were quite expensive, admittedly. How much money? 150,000 now after buying 4 items at about 48,000 apiece. Fortunately, we came in with good money. On the armor side, oh, let's see. 60k for the full moon robe, which I kind of like, but it doesn't have any evasion, and that makes me sad. Mostly, I actually want to take this, because even though it has the least defense of anything here, it has a fair amount of evasion, and that's valuable. Because evasion screws up everyone else's press turns. So I'm definitely going to buy at least 4 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, understood.
Good. Now the question is, do I want to buy that anyways? Nah, I might catch it on a different sale day. Don't need it at the moment. On this end, though, I'll grab 2 of these because those will increase evasion a reasonably notable amount.
Indeed. That's fine.
Oh, we don't have quite enough to buy all of the boots. Let's see what I can sell. Man. What can I definitely sell? Got so much old stuff floating around. Alright, well, obviously, I can sell that, but that's not worth much money at all. Anyways, that I can sell. What's that, HP recovery? Well, it doesn't matter. It's old. We can get rid of it. Sailor Sword is already better than that. But let's drop you instead. Don't think we need Sanctor's Vigor at this point. You can go. I had a couple of those. You can both go. How about the armor side? Armor side is a bit easier to tell we can get rid of. Don't need you. We definitely don't need you. Don't need you. There. That actually made sufficient. Come back here, and I will take you. You. And I will just adjust who uses what here because, based on what people need to be able to evade. Okay, thanks, bye! We have 2,000 bucks left. See? That's the way of it. We come to a new town, we buy all of their shit, and then we wind up poor. But it's okay, because now we get all their shit. And I think...
Alright then. Where to?
I want to make sure I end in a dungeon proper.
Let's go.
Drop myself up here. Also save, because I think it's been a little bit. But I am all about money and merchantry and things, manga. Honestly, for the longest time, I joked that my main class in 14 was merchant, because I spent most of my time making money.
Damn. What'll I do?
Alright then.
Let's go.
Right, on to the runner, and then we'll go head out towards that other place.
Ah, capital. Everyone's here.
How OP is merchant for grinding for money? Oh, I mean, it is literally the only way to grind for money. Like, you could fight, sure, but nothing actually drops that much money. Merchant is where
you want to go?
90% of our cash comes from.
We have a pending request there.
2 days out and no idea what the... Oh, hang on. I should check the weather. Ah, fuck it.
Great.
We'll gamble. It'll be fine. We're a luck build. What could go wrong?
What to pick?
And while we're here, I can start working on my tolerance. Time to reread Heisme's... Actually, is anything else available? We're going to reread Heisme's journal.
Oh.
Ooh, and while we're here, we'll go ahead and make a little bit of food. All right, made the stuff that was down here. Do you want to make more of this? So let's just go ahead and boom, we'll make 10 more curative coney roasts, which are the 250 party-wide heal. That'll do.
Now then.
Yeah, the nice thing about making money off the merchant too is if you're killing things in that particular fashion, they're not going to be worth much XP, which means I can make my money without worrying about out-leveling anything. Alright, Bygone Days, I believe is my tolerance book. Yes, it is. We shall read the Book of Tolerance.
Alright.
It's gonna take some work, but we'll have to get that up so we can hang out with Maria again.
Coming into view is the village of Ligno, a frequent stop for capital-bound peddlers and merchants. Experienced traders who have withstood the trials of all the world's cultures and customs gather here with rare goods found nowhere else. Though the village has waned in light of the influx
I don't have any money
of
for this.
monsters, it remains an important hub of commerce. Here in this corner of the world, the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
Giving it some thought?
No, it's Lig no balls. There are no balls to Lig. Get it right. Let's stop and take a look at the things that I can't afford to buy. Because I did spend all my money. Ligno is a terrible name for a place, though, because of that. I must say, this village is unusually lively. A lot of strong people from different tribes. Yes, merchants en route to the capital tend to stop here first, so this does not surprise me. It was more like a mercantile commonwealth than a traditional village with a lord. I bet I could find some rare goods here. Do you think they have perfume? There's been a strange odor in the Gauntlet Runner I'd like to combat. Sorry, that's probably waffles.
Hey!
I say, are you accusing my Gauntlet Runner of being stinky? Tis not your Gauntlet Runner.
Let's go.
As your shopkeeper, let's go shopping before we start a brawl. What kind of stuff do we have? Okay. It's not... Okay. Just gold. Bath salt generously dabbled with gold leaves and... Oh no. It increases luck. Also, goddammit, this place sells sugar. Wait. What? Holy shit. Oh, Might have to check another slot and see how much money we can redirect or something, because, like, yikes. This place is loaded. Damn. Yeah, Mace would be healer. I saw this. Resist fire. Resist ice. And like, oh, things that actually would give resistances. Oh, no resistance on that. But it's nice. Different fans with different resistance mean you can basically counteract the weaknesses you're applying from your masks. Medium MP recovery returns pretty nice, but golden armor is interesting because that is a lot of defense and slash damage. But these are greatly increased evasion against specific elements. I like those more than what I just bought. That's a shame. Wait. Ooh, I can pair these together with them. Ooh, I can stack these things. Oh, yeah, Daddy's gonna need to make some more money. Yeah. Just gonna buy one of these to remind myself it exists. Okay.
Hey.
So, we're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna make some money.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Tomorrow's going to have a couple of million. Probably not, because the place we're heading is 6.5 stars, so I'm probably not going to have the level advantage required to do fast KOs and get cash.
All right, then.
So that will complicate things a little bit. I need more tolerance. I'm afraid I can't hang out with all of you.
All right, then. Where to? Go.
The Heisme, though, offers an opportunity for some tolerance after we check the banner, I guess. Nope. Alright. Heisme. I have been struggling to think how to deal with the situation in the village, but now that you are here, it all seems much simpler. Stop licking the hee-hay. I'll persuade the people of my village. Once you're through the trip, might we head there? Yep, once we're back down, we'll speak to you again, not sure, but for now, let's just hang for the night and develop some tolerance. Glad to hear it. Standing guard like this makes me think about how much more difficult this would be without the runner. Yeah, it would take years.
That's right.
What we achieve in days would take years, especially with
Yes.
teleportation. Hulkenberg likes her snow cones. There was one of the personas where they added a bunch... No, it wasn't the personas, it was Soul Hackers 2 had all of the different shaved ice flavor Jack Frosts. Indeed, walking all throughout the country on foot, there'd be no end to it, and further to that.
Enough.
Yeah, so they've come. Waffles, are you prepared?
Great.
Let us strike it down. Let's go make some money.
Try a bit of this! As moths to a flame!
Thanks, Neros.
General!
Oh, this is convenient.
Sleet!
You hit their weakness.
It's a
wizard.
Nice move,
Freeze.
Heisme.
Well, that'll do. There we go. Made a bit of money back.
Commendable technique, everyone.
Got some mag. We prevailed somehow. I decided to take a breather with Heisme. Whew, hard work.
Good grief.
You'll go first, and that is just how we wanted. All thanks to the Watchman, We're gonna go safe, and we learned a valuable lesson in the process. Good experience, all told.
Well then.
You're welcome to come visit again if you'd like. My tolerance has increased from patiently standing guard with Heisman.
All right.
Oh, that's less tolerance than reading his book, though. I'm gonna stick to reading his book. Sorry, Heisme. I need more tolerance than I'm gonna get actually hanging out with you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I wonder what Hulkenberg's alcohol tolerance is. I have a feeling she's a lightweight.
What to pick? All right, then.
Alright, we check the pantry, and then we read a book. And Cash, have you tried selling the Magla?
What's this?
I could, but I kind of would rather not, because when it comes time to actually really start spending Magla on a lot of stuff, I'd rather just be able to do it. It's a lot easier to recoup cash than it is to recoup Magla, I think. Alright, bygone days. We read again. Heisme, 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 give me tolerance.
All right.
Oh, so slow.
The Gauntlet Runner finds itself at the Scoundrel's Hold, a cave system beneath the sand and rock, dug out by bandits over untold years. There were once treasures hoarded in the sprawling paths, but with the arrival of the monsters, only a vast labyrinth remains.
Yeah, you can reread the
wanders
books,
into the
which
caves,
I hadn't expected.
Now merely the wreckage of the bandits' dreams.
And they're a pretty good source of stats, so you just don't get the big boost, for finishing it again.
Is this the place?
So, this was the Scoundrel's Stronghold, was it? And our bounties at the end of it? Yeah, but we have for a giant guarded by a horde of goblins. But of course, there's other monsters in there too. A goblin horde, is it? Capable of surrounding us, and to prepare tactics for cutting down many at a time.
Oh my.
For goblins, we're not love. My magic shreds goblins, whatever the amount. She who laughs at the goblin shall cry by it in due measure. Be very of pride.
All good.
I remember my first trip into a goblin-infested territory. Ow. Tokyo Red, what's up? Hulkenberg's right. The goblins are one thing, but adding a giant complicates matters. We can't be too careful.
Gosh.
Alright, I hear you. Let's get this over with and vacate this dreary den straight away. Yeah, Dancer's not a class that aggravates the goblins. It's basically the sight of, sticks. So, maces, staves. That sets them off. Just a second, I sense something. Ah, nearest progression. This feeling, it was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Neros is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Gonna have to make enough money that we can get plenty of those fun items at that previous place we left. I'm gonna need to make so much money. So much money.
Now?
I'm going to be back to being a merchant. This is what we do best. Oh, we're so close to being able to get up to Tycoon? I think this is Tycoon. Gold Rush. It's gonna be so expensive to use, I love it. Multiply effective consumables by 2. God damn! Lucky find and luckier find. Receiving items, receiving rare items. Oh my god. Double the chance of dealing critical hits to an enemy. What? Almighty boost. Dude, we're just gonna be hurling cash hand over hand. It's gonna be nuts. Money power costs 9,999 bucks. Increase all of one ally's stats by 3 ranks for 3 turns. Consumes money instead of MP. So it's Super Heat Riser for cash. Pay to win. Golden Soldier. Extreme physical almighty damage to all enemies. The Power of Finance. Yeah, okay, it's back to... Which I guess means I'll take him off merchant because he's also got my good abacus, so, you know. Actually, you know what? You can go back to being a sword master. We did buy a giant sword recently. He can go ahead and put it to use.
And
I will just need to make sure that I have the appropriate abacus for this occasion. The investor's abacus. It's not quite as strong, but I mean doubles the cost and strength of attacks that expend money, so, you know, boom. And what is my weakness? Fire. Fire is bad for me. We don't like fire. Oh look, increased evasion against fire. That'll do. And no poison, no malady, no paralysis, hex, burn, or frostbite. And +3 to all stats. I like that one. This brings me up to 69 luck. Nice. That's a lot of luck. Alright, but that, given the time, is also where I am going to end it for today. Which means I get to run around in the dungeon tonight and try to make more money. I do remember smacking people with my stack of cash in Yakuza 0. It was fun. Sorry, it is time. It is time. And I gotta be up early tomorrow for an electrician, and we got some surgical stuff going on, and it's gonna be a very, very busy day and a very, very busy week, but that's okay, because we've got lots of metaphor lined up this week as well. So back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central again, and again on Thursday, and then for 24 hours on Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild week. We're just gonna push really, really hard on metaphor this week. So, I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone for coming out and spending some of your Tuesday here with me. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. As I mentioned earlier, there's the socials. Ignore the Twitter because I'm going to be nuking it at the end of this week anyways, but I will still be on Mastodon and Blue Sky, as well as Discord, but Discord is currently not allowing new joiners for the rest of the week because of reasons. We'll cover them another time. But you know, for now. So, man, I'm looking forward to this. We're going to get so much progress in this week, I hope. Either that or I'm going to spend the entire week running in circles and dungeons, and that would be terrible. Let's try not to have it be that. So, again, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. It is greatly appreciated. Honestly, a lot of things you could do with your time, and I'm honored that you decide to spend it here. So have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. And I will see you tomorrow for more Metaphor, where I will hopefully show up with a couple million in cash. Spoilers, I will not actually be doing that, but hopefully more than the like $700 I have on me right now. Have a good one. This is Zero out.